Humanity is done. Hunger stays where it is. The big thing is your willpower resets. So if you had any used up any willpower, that all resets by this next night. Like if there's any boxes checked, you uncheck those. Um, since we have some time, I'll re-go over the willpower mechanic since we can get more used to using it. If there's any time when you want to re-roll dice, you can burn a point of superficial willpower that's putting one line through a box, and you get to re-roll up to 3 black dice for a roll. Yeah, and like we just said, yes, each box can take 2 lines, but you can like putting one line through it lets you re-roll. All superficial willpower damage, which is just a single line of damage, heals each night. Aggravated is a little more complicated. I'm gonna have to check that. I forget at the moment, but yes, we will get to that. Let's see, is there any other thing I want to introduce? Yeah, but yeah, play around with willpower. It's a good, it's a resource you have session to session, unlike other things. Let's get right on into things a bit. Let's take care of some logistics at the beginning of this new session. Everyone make a rouse check to see how their hunger's doing. Ooh, a little hungrier, Kaya. Kian as well. Kian, you're getting a little really hungry. I don't think you've eaten in a while. Okay. No, no, no. You stop. Good. The major thing, each time you wake up, right, you basically have a chance of getting a little bit hungrier, so it's only one rouse check. But first and foremost, let's go here. Now, in the city of New York, and in most places actually, life is pretty fragile. You all know this to be true because all of you here have already met its end once, on your terms or not. Now, as the cold breeze sets in, the month of October, quickly consuming the air and showing you that fall really is here, we follow a dimly lit street in Jamaica, a more rundown sort of neighborhood far to the eastern side of Queens. A woman is walking down the street. She has a like coat on, sweat. Doesn't seem like she's has a bunch of like fancy stuff. She's mostly comfort, probably middle class or slightly lower. I'd like to introduce you, as I've got art for her finally, to Zoe Taylor. As she walks down the street, she seems a little distressed. Not maybe it's the cold, maybe it's just a long day of work. Usually she does make this trek later in the night because a good friend of hers is around this time. But she's making her way through the streets, and the street lamps are buzzing out a bit. No, neighborhood hasn't been the best in terms of taking care of itself. Let me put some of this on. Maybe this is good. Good. And she breathes out, cold air escapes her lips, and she pulls her coat a bit closer. And out of the corner of her eye, she feels like she sees something. She looks behind her and could swear for a moment she saw a figure standing by the corner off to just outside of one of the street lamps. She like looks back, blinks, looks around, doesn't see him anymore, but feel like it unnerves her, almost as if a familiar sense comes over her and she starts picking up her pace. She continues this way and swears that on the way she notices someone following her 2 more times. But every time she like thinks to look back a little harder, he's not there, and she does not have the courage to really investigate. Not this time of night, not considering who she's afraid it might be. She makes her way to a shelter called the T-Cal Shelter, unless you have another name for it, Christy. Uh, it's a women's shelter. It is a larger shelter. It is in a neighborhood where it gets quite a few people in, so it's not the nicest place, but that's probably for the best because otherwise it would intimidate any people that truly needed help away. But considering the proprietress, it is a large space that was very much able to be closed upon and diverted for this purpose. Da-da-da. No, it's not as run down as this, but it is like has the necessities large. There's quite a few volunteers. As Zoe walks in, there are people helping certain homeless ladies just like sit down, get rested, whatnot, finding beds for the night as they are. Some of them don't, have anywhere to stay, so they stay here. Catherine, what are you doing at the moment? All right, please enter the stage as you're helping a older Asian lady who seems to have like fallen on her way over here and has some back pain, and you're like administering some like of what's it called, the hot and cold you keep on hand. On your character sheet top right, there should be an add to stage button, and then when you go back to the chat above the chat, yeah, nice. As you finish helping with her, you do see Zoe sheepishly like looking around after just entering through the door. Uh, uh, Cat, sorry. And she like looks like to you a little sheepish. You know to read her well enough. She's gone through a journey with you. She definitely was not the same timid thing she was when she first started coming here. And over the course of over a year now, almost 2 years, you've built up her confidence and have finally taken steps like you wanted to help her through her divorce and get away from the toxic relationship she has with her husband. She says, uh, "Sorry, I just it's chilly out there." And she like approaches you, and you make your way towards like more of a secluded area of the room. Yeah, yeah, that'd be nice. I got some of the documents from the lawyer you set me up with, and I just want to run them by you. I don't understand all the jargon. Thanks. That'd be awesome. Yeah, yeah. I know you recommended him and all. It's just it's I know I can trust you at least. That's why I wanted to bring it to you. You guys go off into a corner sort of office like room. One you two have spent many long nights like discussing, talking through logistics, and help giving her the push she needs to change her life around. As you're talking, she goes through some of the documentation with you. It's very straightforward stuff, though there is some legal jargon of just like certain things to be wary of, whatnot. And during the conversation, you see Zoe gets a little distracted, and like she's listening to you, but she seems almost like thinking about something else. Yeah, of course. Make an insight check, and you can choose the attribute depending on how you think Kaya would do it or the nature of your relationship. All right. You're not exactly sure. She seems a bit off, but she's usually like definitely when she first started coming was a bit more sheepish. Like a lot of what you did was building her confidence out of it. That necklace she's wearing was actually a gift from you after a year of working together with her. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just sorry, Kat. You sure this will work? Like I don't know. I don't feel like is a piece of paper really gonna keep him out of my life? I She like bites her lip and is worried, and you at least know this sign, like passive insight just with your relationship of her. You know that she gets this expression on her face when she has something she's worried about, but has gotten almost what's it called, conditioned to be like, oh, her worries are minimized in her relationship with her husband, and so she's like, oh, am I just being oversensitive or like, overthinking things? And so she's like, do you? It's you remember the first step we took? We got a restraining order against him, and it was honestly that I was never that scared before whenever I like first took that step, but it was good, and I finally got some time away from him. But I don't know, I felt like recently, Kat, I feel like I see him following me around. I can't be sure. I feel like I don't know. That's why I don't know if the paper's gonna do enough. It's if he's still following me, if he's like just looking for a chance to get back at me. And she seemed like frightened, back to the frightened self you knew. Yeah, but it was definitely a man, same looked like the same size. I to be honest, like I thought I saw him tonight on my way here. Hmm. Okay, no, you're right. So you mind if I stay here tonight? I just that the place you helped hook me up with when I moved out from him is very nice, but I don't know, like for old time's sake, it's I feel safer here. I don't know. I swear I don't know if I'm going crazy, but I feel like I saw him outside my window 3 nights ago, and like a week before again, like by the grocery store. Thanks. Yeah, no, you're right. And she looks at you with like eyes that begin to finally calm down a bit as we move out of the shelter for a sec and go right outside it. Now, Elena, if you could enter the stage, and Kian as well. I'm going to throw the ball to your guys' court. Elena, I want you to describe what finally brought you here with, the courage to finally really walk in, as well as why you brought Kian of all people. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say it's 3, 4 days since then. And it was the timeline that Eiley and uh, Isaac told you was like a week or so until the job. And so this was like in between, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna keep pushing this back if I don't do something, right? More shit's just gonna keep happening. Yeah, you've seen her around. You haven't. Kaya doesn't do any like real jobs for the ministry, right? She doesn't. She's not like a field active agent. Hmm. Huh? And why is Keen here? Why? I'm gonna say the last time we saw Kian was he was staying at your place, and he was a bit, you know, uh, disheveled, or like you saw through the facade a bit as he was just like done with the night. Kian, since then you have having phone calls with Cody. You've met up with Cody, and he's willing to like talk this out or whatnot. But it's only been a few days, and so you're like, okay, let's. You still have his phone number. He's still willing to talk to you, but he, at the very least, he wanted a few days off. And being in that set of mind, I feel like some conversation would happen where you guys can choose how much, but you two opened up enough with each other that Kin was like willing to assist you doing something, even if you didn't tell him all the details. Mm-hmm. Kian, does that line up? Yeah. Is there any other reason that brought you here? This is a woman's shelter, and you know, well, no, you wouldn't know. Yeah, this is a woman's shelter. Mm. Okay. So you two stand outside of the shelter, like you've done many times before, Elena, just watching in, looking in, and just too afraid, too dazed, too unsure of yourself to know whether or not you should walk in. But what do you do tonight? Hmm? No. You arrived, timeline wise, maybe an hour after.
Few minutes even just kind of like um
Fuck, Discord was muted.
sort of just standing there like looking as she knows how to like kind of look in and check the place out without really being seen because she's done this a weird amount of times. um so at first I think she kind of just takes up her usual spot of like seeing who all's in the shelter, and she does want to see if she can see Kaya, if
Sure.
she could see Kaya in there.
Both of you give me awareness checks.
Oh. Oh, we're like sneaking in.
Well, no, you're just scoping out
We're
the place.
breaking in.
You're just seeing what the traffic's like, who's going in and out this time of night. It has fully set and whatnot.
What type of ability do I use? It's
Your
just
choice.
whatever. Okay. Oh boy.
Oh, you
Damn,
are
it's hungry
really
eyes.
hungry right now. Holy shit. Um, Elena, you scope out the place. You see a number of people you recognize because they are in and out of here. They mostly live here, basically. And you assume they don't have homes outside of the place. You see some of the volunteers, but there's maybe like one left inside, as there seem to be not closing, but like, the most traffic they get during the day, what the volunteers for, are finishing up. And you do see, Kaya, what do you do as, most people of like the day crew is filtering out, and the women that stay here are going to their quarters.
Um, I mean, as they're mostly leaving, I'm checking. I'll go over the documents that they've done for the new people, like one time on my own,
Mm-hmm.
and like make sure everything's filed correctly. It's all um correct. I look over it and just scan for anything that maybe I might want to follow up on myself.
Okay. Uh,
Um,
we'll get
Generally anything that's like an extreme case, I'll try and talk to them.
sure. We'll get back to that. I think you made a list of a number of women that are quieter than usual, and that's usually a sign of like there's something they either don't want to talk about or is too traumatizing to talk about easily, and so you make an effort to at least check in with them before they sleep in for the night. You have a list ready and you're going through that. Elna, I believe you do see Kaya there, just like uh, taking some notes and whatnot. Kian, uh, you see a number of things, but I think what catches your interest with 3 successes is the street is not that occupied except for you two, and about 100 feet down, uh, past one of the street lamps, you see a figure silhouetted against the wall,
Oh. Um.
and he seems to be watching your direction.
I'm gonna like tap on Elena's shoulder. Elena.
Sorry, it's really
Elena.
cold, so I'm putting on a sweatshirt and I am trapped.
Nice.
Okay. Do I see like when Kian taps on my shoulder who he's pointing at?
Do you point out, Kian?
I'm not gonna point because that would probably give it away.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably be like, o'clock direction. There's a dude about 100. What is it? You said yards or 100
Feet.
feet? Feet. There's about 100 feet. There's some dude kind of lurking. I don't know if he's watching us, but he looks suspicious.
You turn in that direction, Elna. Can you do the same to glance real quick? Don't see anyone anymore.
Um,
I
uh,
don't see anyone there.
I maybe I'm hallucinating. I swear I saw something. Okay, let's just keep going.
Wait, what did they look like?
Uh, DM, did I get a description of them?
Nope. Too far away and too dark to tell.
Oh, fuck. I'm not sure. Maybe I think my eyes are playing tricks on me, but I have a bad feeling. I don't know.
I mean, we could do a perimeter sweep before we go in.
I yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's walk around the block.
Are you separating or are you guys going together?
Elena's gonna start walking in a direction, and if Kian follows, he's welcome to.
I'm going to walk in the same direction.
Okay. Make me investigation checks.
Okay.
Both of you.
I'm just scared that I'm really hungry.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
just waiting for a bestial failure or miss a critical right now.
No, don't say that.
You're gonna do great.
Oh, I'm so scared. Oh!
Um,
Ouch, you jinxed me.
Bit early.
Oh, wow.
Two successes though.
Yeah, that's great. Eleanor, you're walking down and you make a circle around the block. As you do, you notice like an alleyway with a few more homeless people, all men from the looks of it, right? Since the women's shelter is right here, and well as like some people walking out of a bar a bit down, like around the block. Besides, as you walk, doesn't seem like anyone watching or staring or, you know, not going about their own business.
Okay.
Kian, you are a little shifty at the moment. Like it's dark, and you're like, are you seeing things? And so you follow behind Elna, a few steps behind her, and you try to keep a lookout, but you can feel sort of salivation in your throat, and you hear a voice in your head that you very rarely hear because you've only heard it a few times, like outside of your head. It says, "You gotta be strong enough to do what's gotta get done. You leave yourself weak, you leave yourself vulnerable. And you can't help but watch Elna as she's walking in front of you. Her neck exposed. Elna, do you wear clothes in the cold, or are you still in a tank top?
She probably wears like a leather jacket.
Okay. So you're wearing her leather jacket, but every so often, just enough neck is exposed that you just find yourself dazing and staring way too hard. And if Elna wasn't turned away from you, would definitely make her uncomfortable.
Oh!
Damn,
I'm a woman
Oh no,
respecter.
your choice of friends.
Uh, uh, um, you said there's other people around me, right?
Yeah, there's a couple of homeless people and whatnot, but they kind of almost
Oh!
blend
Don't call
together
me Kane.
because you really, really can't help but just focus on Elna right now. Elna, do you say anything as you walk around or no?
She's. I think normally she would, but like considering where we are, she's really in her own world right now because
Okay.
she's just like, a little bit. This is a way to avoid going inside, so she's really like keeping an eye out.
You're walking and the silence doesn't unnerve you because you're so just like in your own thoughts at the moment, but it is eerily silent. And from Kian's perspective, that's because there's no way he can make conversation at the moment. Kian, I'm going to invoke for that bestial failure. You are literally having problems talking until you get a drink.
Oh,
At
What am I
best, you're
grunting?
stuttering. At best, you're stuttering. At worst, it's coming out as bestial growls.
Oh no!
you need to eat.
Uh, I need to eat low key.
Loki?
Fuck. Uh,
When we get around when we finish our permanent check, she will finally, I think, turn back to Kian to like talk. She kind of forgot he was there, while they were walking, but like once they're finally done, she'll be like, "All right, did you see anything?" Are you good?
No, no, no.
Can I tell that he's hungry?
Make
It
an
seems like
insight
pretty
check.
obvious, right?
It is
Okay.
pretty obvious, but I want to see if you mistake it with anything else. Of him just being weird or
She's a
not.
little dumb. Can that just be insight intelligence?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you see a very similar look in your eye as how you felt just a few nights ago. And
Kian,
you remember the look because you looked at it with Kane, and he's looking at it to you with even more like bloodthirst.
when's the last time you had something to eat?
Can I hold up my fingers as communication?
Yeah,
It's been a while. I'm gonna say that's about like what? Uh, since I bit that one dude in the closet, right?
almost
Technically,
in the closet. Oh yes,
in the
then
club.
it's been. I'm gonna say it was our second or second session. It's been at least 3 weeks since that.
3 weeks?
Have you at least had a snack since then?
Oh wait, did I go back to my apartment?
Yeah, but
I
you
think
didn't
I did.
drink from what you didn't tell me you drank.
Like, okay, is it metagaming if I say I took like a tiny dose?
A tiny dose while you're back in your
Yeah.
apartment.
Like
We'll
Had some
a
snacks,
quick.
but your hunger is still.
do a
Yeah.
quick D10 roll. If you roll a 6 or above, we'll say you took a tiny sip.
I took a tiny sip, please.
You've been busy.
Nope.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
God damn, Kian.
3 weeks.
No, I didn't.
It's been 3 weeks, and Kian startlingly puts up 3 fingers up in the air.
3 hours, 3 days, 3 days.
I'm gonna shake my head.
not 3 hours.
Shakes head again.
She's gonna stare at him for a long second and then go, 3 weeks?
Shakes head, but like kind of like disappointed.
Like a
Slumps his
really
shoulders.
sad nod.
Yeah.
Kian, what the fuck? And she's gonna, kind of give a quick glance around and then just like grab him by the arm and drag him into an alleyway where they're not inside of the shelter.
Okay.
Oh.
You see in the alleyway far down, there's like a homeless guy, large gray beard, beanie on, just like not passed out, but seems to be like resting on the other side of a dumpster, so he doesn't see you.
Okay, she's gonna talk quietly, like, "Are you stupid? What the fuck, Kian? Oh my god, you're so new to this. Do you have something to eat on you?"
My 3-week-old blood vials are kind of bad right now.
Oh.
No, he's gonna shake his head.
Look, what do you normally? I mean, Caleb only, he's not really doesn't really drink from people. Are you? Oh no, you drink from that guy at the club.
He's gonna shake his head. Shakes a nod.
Do you want to like go find somebody or?
He's just gonna make a bunch of random gestures, but he doesn't know sign language, but he's trying to like.
Elena's offended.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so perfect.
He's gonna be like,
She literally took the merit for that.
he's like, he's gonna point at the dude, or like, gonna be like, X hand, shake his head, like, and then like do the hand thing where it's like cut it out.
Make me a. Let's see, what form of intelligence is there? Occult, I guess we'll take.
Oh, what?
Some occult check for Elena.
Oh,
Call
okay.
check.
Yep, no, yeah, he looks hungry, and for some reason, he ain't willing to eat the food that's around. Maybe he's, stuck up or something.
Fucking hell, Kian. Considering she recognized the way he was looking earlier, she's gonna. Ugh, okay. She is gonna make sure they're out of sight of the guy and go, "Look, if this happens again, I'm not gonna fucking help you. But since I don't know what is going on with you right now, just here." And she'll just hold out her arm. Kian's like can't even function, and they need to go talk to normal human beings. So she's like, "Okay, let's just get this over with."
Okay.
Are you drinking, Kian?
I'll drink, but only a little bit.
Oh, we'll be the judge of that.
You have more hunger.
No, I'm sorry.
So, Kian, you don't stop yourself, and so it's even more quick and almost vicious as Elena, you feel the skin tear at your wrist as Kian's teeth sink in, and it's not painful. Have you ever had Anyone drink from you before?
I think only in emergency situations. So very, very rarely.
Who?
I feel like I'm thinking like back in coterie days, if they were like in the middle of a job and something, emergency situation. So
I'm gonna
Kane doesn't drink.
say it never got to that point because at
Okay.
least the other people that you're with, right, had no qualms about finding a meal.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah, they could just munch on somebody.
it's the first time you've gotten a drink from a kindred since the first time, and
Right.
it's ecstasy inducing. A kindred's bite provokes these emotions in order to better, put their victims in daze. You know it's coming and you know what it inflicts, and so you're able to not fully commit yourself, but you do feel that, like, sensation, at least slightly pressing on your brain. Kian, you're ravenous,
Mhm.
you're thirsty, and oh, is it so good to get some variety. I need you. Uh.
No, why'd you laugh like that?
I just need to check some interesting rules that come up the first time. What is this check?
Kaya's talked to literally everybody in the shelter.
She's
Do
just
another
hanging
round,
out,
please.
doing her job.
It's just gonna go back and call up a private investigator to look into Zoe's problem.
Okay, make me a willpower test.
Oh.
Oh God.
Aren't you so glad you joined in today?
Hey, what's your
That's
bane
true.
severity?
Wait, you have a bane for this? What the fuck?
That's okay, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I
that's
don't
a
remember off the
failure.
top of my head. That's a failure?
No.
No!
What? I didn't know you had a bane that fucks you up.
So we're gonna count. Elena, add 1 hunger
Yep.
to yourself.
Dude, you ruined my night.
And that fucking voice of Alex is like, what the fuck are you doing? You're really gonna let this weakling feed off you? And you're like, okay, fine, but at least it's almost done. He keeps drinking. Do you do anything as he keeps drinking from you?
She's gonna like probably definitely more forceful than she needs to, considering her favorite person is back. Kind of grab Kian like by the scruff of his neck and be like, okay, and just pull him off.
Okay, make me a brawl check. No, athletic check, since you're not trying to damage him. Athletic check. Kian, make...
Oh. Do I need to make one?
Yeah, you will, because there's some special
Okay.
rules with this.
Okay.
Just
What
lifts
am I
him
making?
off the ground.
What check am I making?
1 sec, just checking real quick.
Okay. Is he taller than you?
Probably. I think Elena's like 5'6".
I forgot how tall he was.
Uh-huh.
5'5"? No, 5'7"? Something like that.
Just 1 inch.
Oh.
Sorry, this is a new mechanic we get to have fun with.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Nora.
For
Terrible.
terms, you are in a hunger frenzy right now, Kian.
Oh, shit.
Oh, just out of character, you can beat me up.
For
Don't worry, I will.
Okay.
Get away from my shelter with that frenzy.
Oh God.
Kian, real quick, just between you and me, right? A
Okay.
hunger frenzy check means, like, I'm gonna give you this information right now, just so you really understand what's happening. These are the
I kinda-
effects of the frenzy,
Okay.
and this woman means to be in a hunger frenzy.
Oh god, give me a second.
And if that wasn't it,
No.
this is why you're in hunger frenzy.
Oh. Oh.
Yes.
Wait. Yo.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. There's a lot of information at once.
Yeah,
Hold on.
that's why this is why I was taking time. I needed to digest all this myself.
Oh my
So I'm
god.
sharing a bit of it with you, so at least you could reference it as well.
Uh. Oh. Can I just like explode?
Can you explode? What does that mean?
Can I just explode and die? I don't want Elena to die.
No, you cannot. You are controlled by the beast inside. Keep in mind, you are going to remain in a frenzy until the requirement is met, which means you need to get your hunger to 1 or below. Right now, it's gone down to 3.
Can I like...
You can use willpower to take control of your character for 1 turn.
And then can I like lurch onto that other hobo?
You can try. But
Oh,
you also
the
have
chances.
prey exclusion mortal, so it's hard for you to do that as well.
I know, but I don't want to kill her.
I don't, of course you don't. That's the beauty of this.
Uh... Can I...
Okay, let's return. I just need you to know this.
No, I'm so sad. Oh.
No, everyone calm down. Can we save this?
Oh man, it got bad real quick.
Oh no. You guys were in there for a long time.
I just gave her a lot of information.
Keypedia doesn't like this. Keypedia just consumed too much information.
I uploaded a lot of info to
Wikipedia
Keypedia
should
just now.
know what happens when you go hunger frenzy.
Okay, I'm gonna... Can I surge with a willpower? Oh fuck, I think that would kind of fuck it up, huh?
Surge, or do you mean just burn willpower to take control?
Oh,
Like,
wait, was
surge
that
to
an
get-
automatic... Okay.
If you burn 1 point of willpower, you have 1 turn to do something, at least. Of your own, wish and desire.
Okay. Do I know, does Key consciously know what's happening right now? Or
Yeah,
is he kind of like out of it?
You
Okay.
are seeing what's happening, you are mortified, but you are also fucking hungry.
He's
Okay,
getting out of my way.
Alright, let's do this. I'm going to spend 1 willpower.
Okay, what do you do? As Elena goes for your collar to move you off.
I'm going to lurch at the hobo.
Okay, so you use the momentum. Elena, he doesn't fight you as you like grab his collar, and he uses the momentum to jump at the hobo at the side. That's fake.
He's
That
pulling a cane.
other roll real quick. This is not as easy for you as it was for Kane. Oh man, oh, sorry, I need to look at this roll too now.
Oh my god.
I
We
hate
should
this.
have taken you home.
I don't know. I kind of regret this too.
Okay, actually, no, this works.
Oh. What is working?
Just making sure.
Uh.
Why don't you tell them a bit of what I sent you? At least the parts they would know. As I look this up.
Oh. Oh, what they
Because they would know what a frenzy test is. They would know what a frenzy is. Basically would know everything except that last part.
Oh god.
Oh, the second message you sent me, yeah? Alright, hold on. So here... Physical disciplines,
Yeah,
right? The
up
3
to
dice.
up to that thumb up. They
Oh,
would know.
okay. We're good. Oh, there's no resistance. No resistance pool. And then, let's see here.
Being in a frenzy
one-
gives you certain benefits as well as certain downsides.
Right. Oh. The senses are heightened during hunger frenzy. You guys already know that. Fuck. Oh, this last line is fun. During this time, they'll do anything they can find to find a fresh source of blood, and will do so violently until they reach hunger 1 or below.
Oh god, you're gonna kill that guy.
Yeah, so thankfully, the other thing I was looking up doesn't keep you from feeding on him. So you jump, and Elena, you watch as Kian tears into him. This guy does not even have a moment to scream because Kian is a primal animal at the moment. It's not seductive, it's not like social, it's not like getting close to him. It's just jumping him and going for his throat.
I think Elena would have a second of trying to stop him, and then like she realizes she's not nearly fast. Like it's already happening.
How much do you try to stop him? You have a chance if you want to save this guy's life.
Oh, I mean, she has to try to save his life, I guess.
Okay.
I guess.
How are you trying to do that? Are you just trying to force him off?
Yeah, good old strength.
Okay, go ahead, make the athletic check. Kian,
Can I search? Oh, I forgot that.
Oh, not a surge.
You can search. Kian, do you continue to burn willpower?
Oh, wait, so every action after that is a willpower?
Every action is willpower. So you've burned one so far. Do you want to keep burning it?
What's my hunger at?
Your hunger was at 3, now 2. After this.
And that's 4 successes.
After this?
Well,
1 would kill him, though.
If you got down to 0, that would kill him.
Well, for sure that would kill him. But there is such thing as drinking too fast.
Oh.
So basically, you're going to need to burn a willpower to either continue drinking from him. You're going to need to burn willpower if you don't want to attack Elena, is what I'm saying.
Oh, like kill him.
Like, if you want to do anything besides attack Elena, you need to burn a willpower.
Okay, I'll burn another one.
Okay. Now you can choose what to do. Do you let Elena push you off? Do you keep going for it? What do you do?
How much control do I have over the blood flow, like drinking blood?
Over blood flow? What do you mean? Like you have
sucking the life out of this dude.
You have some control. Like burning that willpower gives you enough control, but you know it's only lasting a temporary amount of time unless you fulfill that condition.
I'm gonna drink like 0.5 more.
That's okay. You can't be that precise. Good try though.
One, but not
I'll
enough to kill
drink a little bit. I don't know, like when you.
Okay, so you are gonna try and fight Elena off to keep drinking.
Yes.
Okay. Elena, you roll 2 more dice. Oh, you got very well. Okay.
Oh fuck.
Roll me at whatever. If you want to fight her, brawl. Otherwise, athletics to just keep hold of your victim. You need to beat 3, 4 successes.
Can I surge?
You can surge, but you'll have to make a rouse check.
Oh.
No, actually, never mind.
Okay. You don't beat him. Elena pushes you off. Elena, do you do anything as you like send him flying to the other corner? You see the guy's like, but it isn't.
Can I? Last time I broke Kane out of a frenzy, right? Like, do I have an idea of how to do that? Is it just beating him up a little?
You broke Kane out of a frenzy once he had drank enough. Like you were too slow, otherwise, to break him out.
Do I have any idea of how to break Kian out of this?
You would either need to know Kian very well, or no, you would need to satiate his hunger.
Wow, we really need to do some bonding. She's just gonna give it her best shot, I guess.
At what?
She's gonna corner, because she threw him off, the guy, so she's gonna corner him so he can't, murder anybody for now. And go, Kian, snap out of it.
Kian, would you like to burn a willpower to do something?
Oh my god, you're not gonna have any willpower.
Willpower would mean I do what's not using willpower.
If you
is-
don't use willpower, you're attacking Elena.
Oh. Ah! Ah!
You need to
These are
feed at least
difficult
one more
choices.
blood to get out of this.
I have two hunger right now.
Yeah.
That's not enough, is it? Oh.
You need to go one more before this frenzy
One
ends.
more.
Until you go down at least one more, you're burning willpower every turn to have control.
Oh Jesus.
Can I? It would take willpower to like dodge Elena and go back to the hobo.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so you burn willpower. Elena, what are you doing? Like, actually, are you just trying to corner him? Are you trying to restrain him? What are you doing?
My fear is that once he gets a hold of this guy, he's going to not be able to control himself and kill somebody.
Yeah.
And I feel like the only way she can think of, like, she doesn't know Kian that well. She doesn't know his ability to, like, control himself. And I feel like the only way to stop him from killing somebody is just to keep holding him back.
Okay.
Please
But
don't.
now I know that that's not productive.
Go ahead, make an athletics check.
Like-
Kian,
What else is she gonna do?
it's your choice. Oh my god! Kian, make an athletics check. You could actually do this one.
No, fail.
Wow.
We're just farting in the alleyway right now.
You know, I'm gonna do something outside for this bestial failure.
Oh,
Elena,
What?
I'm gonna have this act as a natural one to the world and not just to you, a bit, even though it will affect you. And so you, for once, go to get Kian, but you feel the strength leave your arms because something catches you out of sight, and you are stunned for a sec. I will tell you what you saw in a second. But Kian
what?
easily dodges past you and goes for the hobo. Kian, would you like to burn willpower to not kill this man?
Yes.
Okay, burn one more willpower, and
Fuck.
Kian's about to collapse in this alley.
I need you to give me a resolve check.
Oh. Resolve. Let's do.
Oh, wait, one sec. The way you're doing willpower is
Okay.
slightly off. Oop, my bad.
Oh, is it not? I burnt like 4 of them already.
Here, the way you
Oh.
burn four is
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
You
Okay.
do
Slash
one line
first
through
before.
everything first, then X's, because X's are harder
Oh. Oh my god, this is like orbitals.
to get. Yes, it is. Hey, it's Orgo. But yes, you can burn one more willpower, and if you do, then go ahead and make me a composure resolve check to try and not
Composure.
kill this guy.
Oh, okay. So it'd be skills, composure, and then resolve as my attribute.
Yes.
Oh! I hate this.
Mm-hmm.
I should have stayed at home.
Why?
Composure.
It's
I
a
can't find
row.
it. Give me a second.
Middle of the attributes. Yeah. Top.
Oh man, there's so much administrative work to do in a shelter.
You're just hanging out. Nothing.
Man, it's just, I could go all night.
Oh,
Jesus
fuck.
Christ.
Okay. You do
That's
hear
technically a success, yeah.
no. You do hear
Oh!
the wall, like an impact on the far south wall, Catherine, and you're like, what's that?
Oh, yeah.
And you start making your way over there to investigate.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
no,
Oh, woo!
outside.
Kian, this man is
Make
gorged
the email
completely, utterly. He didn't see it
Oh.
coming. He didn't even get rolls because he was basically an old, homeless guy with no strength to block any of this from happening. Your hunger goes to 0. Your frenzy
Oh,
calms
welcome to
down.
the club.
You look down at the bloody mess of a neck in your hands. You're going to take 4 stains.
Holy shit.
Damn!
Jesus. Jesus.
as you look down at not just the innocent man you killed, but the mortal man. And you're just dazed there for a moment. We turn back to Elena. Elena, the reason you lost power and was fully distracted, even amidst Kian's rampage, is because you caught sight of a second story window where a face is looking down at the scene below in horror. As
Fuck.
Zoe stands there
Ooh.
in the quarter she's staying at the night and she's looking down at the scene.
No!
No.
Kaya, you approach and you realize that there's a number of rooms on the wall. All the windows outside are connected to doors. One of them is slightly ajar, and you know it's the room that you had given to Zoe.
Mm-hmm. So where am I right now? I'm outside. Can I see Elena and Kian?
You're inside, and you were going to
Oh, okay.
check on the other side of the building, and so this is like the dormitory section, right, where there's extra rooms, and you're
Going in the other direction.
You're going in the other direction. Oh, what do you mean?
Not. I'm not going towards Kian and Elena.
Oh no,
but
you
I can
are,
see
but
Zoe's
you're
door.
on the inside of the building.
Okay.
Because you thought maybe there was
Well,
something
I'm gonna go
inside the
check on
building.
Zoe then.
Yeah, you walk in
I'm worried
and
about
you
it.
see Zoe is just like staring at gas down into the street below. You guys are on like the second floor, and she is just like looking down, and you just see her expression.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hurry over. What is it? Did something happen? And I'm gonna look down at what she's looking at.
You rush
This
over,
is embarrassing.
and Zoe's like, they just killed that guy, and you see Kian standing over the dead body of a homeless man, right? Blood splayed on his mouth and on the corpse, and Elena staring right back up at both of you.
I'm gonna take a
Worst thing
second
ever.
to take it all in and reconcile the two halves of my lives clashing in such a terrible manner.
Oh, God.
A murder right outside. I'm
We
I'm
have to
sure
call the
this-
police.
I'm sure this has nothing to do with us. I'll go out there. I'll get the police
No.
involved.
They'll kill you too. Wait, what are you talking about?
Gaia takes out her phone and just is like, look, it's okay.
I
Whatever happened, it's gonna be okay. The police will come and take care of it. This isn't our business. This is someone else.
she's
I'm sure it's
looking
just
straight
a,
at
a,
us.
a drug.
What if she?
Oh.
Like she like Kaya's dialing 911 right now. Like as she's talking, like I'm sure he's just like high or something or out of control. But we've got security. We're safe in this building. I'll take care of this. And she's gonna finish dialing 911 and kind of like step outside so Zoe can freak out.
Okay,
her
are you
room
leaving Zoe
and,
in
like,
that
close
room?
the door.
Okay,
Take her out
Yeah.
of the room, please.
okay. She's still.
Yeah,
You walk out. You call 911. Are you actually calling 911?
Yeah.
Oh,
I gotta do.
911?
I got.
no,
I
it's
mean,
okay. I can
like,
clean this up.
If
I can get my
go and
goons.
Zoe's gonna like, I've gotta keep up appearances. I can't just let you murder people right in front of my guests.
No, it was just bad timing.
The phone rings and an operator picks up. 911, your emergency?
I'll tell them. Yeah, we have some sort of assault, possibly murder happening, and I'll give the address of this place. Please send medical care as soon as you can.
Of course, we'll send officers right away, ma'am. You are?
I'll just hang up and walk to the door closest to those two.
Okay. You walk
think-
on out. Let's go back, Elena. As you you do see Zoe, like, after a while, like, backed out, and then with Catherine, and now she's, like, there again, like, because you are so focused on, you can see she's trying to not be seen, but she's, like, staring out at the side of the window.
Elena? Oh no, I just remembered this is even worse because the reason she's so attached to Zoe, besides it being Zoe, is that she looks just like Kira.
Yep.
Everything is awful. She is frozen for a long time. Like that whole conversation, she could not move. because I think in the panic she like there's a second like, oh no, Zoe saw me, but then there was also like it's I don't know, I feel like in the adrenaline of the moment there's a part of her brain that like Kira saw me murder somebody. That's not really what happened, but like when they finally like move and when she sees Kaya is when she starts to get her like brain back. And I feel like what she would do is just like freak out and grab Kian and run away.
Oh,
Like just haul him off and start running.
Okay, kid, are you doing anything? As Elena goes to grab for you and just starts booking it.
I don't do anything.
You drag him off. Kaya, as you exit.
Do I have time? I'm gonna step out, but stay outside of the range that Zoe could see from her window.
Yeah,
Do I actually see them, or have they
You
already
see
left?
them empty, like just get out of the alleyway, as like you got outside the building. So you do see them. They're about like 30 feet ahead of you.
Do I have their numbers or any way to contact them on
Yes,
phone?
you have
Yeah.
both their numbers.
I'll just text Elena. Was it clear who was doing the murdering, or did it just kind of look like they're both
Nope,
bloody?
it was pretty clear. Kian had blood all over his face.
Okay, I'll text Elena then and say, "Cops are coming. Get out and keep your friend there under control next time. Not near my shelter."
Oh no.
Ooh.
She's never gonna talk to me again. Okay.
I'm not talking to
One.
Kian. He's on my shit list now.
Nah.
Poor Kian.
It's okay.
As soon as we get like safe distance to the point where Elena can stop panicking and start actually thinking again, I think is the first like it's not until they get a ways away that she would actually check her phone.
Mhm.
They probably parked she probably parked far away and then walked in.
Mhm.
So I guess once she starts to get her brain cells back, she would run toward her car.
Okay. Give me an awareness check, Elena.
And try and hide from the cops.
Oh, the cops aren't here yet.
We're covered in blood. Would this be
Response time isn't that
intelligence
great in New
awareness?
York.
It's up to you. Awareness based on what you think would best fit
I
Elena
think
in
it'd
the
be
moment.
resolve.
Okay.
Because she's
She's trying her best to do what she
having a
needs to.
bad
Nice.
Oof, okay. I was hoping for high for once. You run into the night. The last thing you see as you turn around is Kaya with her phone out and making straight eye contact of disapproval towards you as you run off in the opposite direction. That would be the thing that grips your unbeating heart the most. If you didn't notice something over her shoulder, past the spotlight, a figure silhouetted in black. That to everyone else was just a scary, daunting figure that seemed to be staring at your direction. But it can't be. Same build, same size. But he's dead.
What?
You blink, and he's gone. And you don't even have time to think as your feet keep running, but you could have sworn you saw Jonas standing there in the street, about 20 paces behind Kaya.
Oh.
He's dead. I buried him in the woods.
You get to your
Why the
car,
hell are you burying people in woods?
and you finally have a second for everything to come flooding in, all the information to start trying to make sense of things. You know you still have some time before the cops. Is there anything you want to do?
I don't even surely she would be like, no, there's no way I was hallucinating, right? About seeing Jonas. Like, he's dead. He's dead. We saw his dead body.
You saw his dead body. You haven't. It's not like you see things around. No, you're sure, and that's one chapter of your life you closed. It's not possible.
Can somebody when you're made a vampire, it's not just like you could just take somebody who just died and like make them a vampire, right? There's like a process to it.
Yes, and there's a time frame. The time frame you recall between Jonas's death, you burying him and whatnot, the time would have passed to have turned him into a vampire. There would not have been
Okay.
like a chance.
Because I think there's a second where, considering what she thinks she knows, she's like, could Sasha have done something? Could Sasha have brought him back? Because she thinks that they're like knew each other.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no way.
No way.
Like,
Not at least in the time frame that you would have learned that you need to be very quick right after someone dies to turn them into a kindred.
Okay. She's gonna shove Kian in the car. Sorry, Kian.
Kian, is there any response? It's been a bit and you've gathered your wits.
No.
Okay.
You
so
hear in your
just...
voice, Kian. Should have warned you how addicting it'd be. We're different. We're supposed to keep him in control, but we also have to keep ourselves in control.
Ian's gonna go nonverbal at this point.
Kian. Oh my god, what just happened? Everything that went wrong.
You invited a friend for a nice walk, is what you did.
God. This is a terrible, terrible week.
Yeah.
Before she gets in the car, Elena needs to look around her and make sure that she doesn't see anybody lurking, especially not people who should be dead.
Sure. I'll use a previous awareness check still. You take a look. Don't notice anything. Not even the sound of sirens yet. It hasn't been that long. There's no one out there besides you and one almost comatose kindred in your car.
Okay. Fuck. She's gonna get in the driver's seat, and I think she's still like freaked the fuck out. So she is gonna text Kaya back and be like, "Fuck, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." And then there's like a second of hesitation, and she calls her because she just like, that has to be a hallucination. Like, there's no way that or like somebody, I don't know, like a mistaken, her brain wasn't working in that second, but she needs to make sure that there's nobody there with Kaya.
Mm-hmm. Kaya, after you sent the text, you saw them running off. Is there anything you do?
I mean, she's waiting around for the cops right now. First she'll look at the murdered body.
Okay, you make your way out into the alleyway and see the murdered body there. Homeless guy. You've seen him from time to time. Not a talker. Mostly just uses this alleyway to crash.
She'll kind of like bow her head a little bit in respect, but then she'll look for anything that would lead to Kian and Elena and like prove they were at the scene, or anything that's like obviously vampire evidence.
The biggest thing, of course, is the bite. And that is something usually Kindred clean up after themselves. Kian did not have the wherewithal or the time. So, you know that the way usually Kindred can seal a bite wound is after they've drank, they have to lick the wound close.
Is anyone looking from the windows?
Zoe sees you.
This is awkward.
Let's do an awareness check.
Oh, God. I'll clean up my messes next time.
This is, I don't want to be caught doing anything here.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of feeling out for prying eyes, so I'll go with charisma.
I feel like you see Zoe for a moment, but more so you see her shadow against what must be a, like, the hallway light in the room. It seems once Elena and Kian have ran off, she like backed out of the window just in case she saw her, and she was maybe afraid they would come for her because she saw everything. And so she's not staring out at the moment.
Okay, I'm going to try and position myself to be pretty much invisible. Like, as invisible to the windows as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try and cover up Kian's bite for him.
All right.
Reggie.
It's distasteful, but you lick the wound close on your own as it seals up, just leaving the bloody mess and the pale body remaining.
Ooh, do I have any weapons on me?
Would you? It's up to
Hopefully
you.
not. No. Is there like a stick nearby or something I could stab the body with right near where the wound was?
There's a metal pipe.
Okay, I'm gonna be careful, make sure I have like my sleeve out so there's no fingerprints or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it a quick stab right near where most of the blood is.
All right, you stab this homeless carcass in the neck with a metal pipe. It doesn't, spurt out any more blood because all the blood's been drunk. And
Oh, that might be a little weird for the cops. Hopefully they don't look too close.
it sticks there
I'm
into the
gonna
ground.
just gonna walk away and wait for the cops to show up.
Okay. You walk back towards the building. You're waiting outside.
Yeah.
All right. You wait outside. The wind's cold. It doesn't take too long before you do hear sirens approaching. And based on that awareness check from before, right? Just based on your charisma, reading people's movements, reading what they might be doing, just how they might be reacting emotionally to situations, you're like looking back in at the thing to make sure if there's anyone else that caught the attention or was watching or whatnot. Thankfully, most people have turned into their quarters, but you swear you see someone standing over some of your papers that's on the long desk, turned away from you, jacket, and it's not someone you recognize because it's a large man just looking over your papers.
Whoa, okay, whoa, going towards that right away. Very
Okay.
quickly, briskly jogging over.
You briskly jog over and look and see a large African American man, tight, large jacket, green. Seems like it has some stains on it, and turns towards you. Doesn't say
As I'm
anything.
coming in,
Mm-hmm.
there should be a few people, just like security, like 2 people, who
Yeah.
I just generally have open the night. I'm gonna beckon them to follow me.
There's security at the front. There's a front little desk, and they don't. They're like looking straight forward outside.
Okay.
They don't seem to have like the process that someone walked by them at all. They seem like they look at you and you beckon like, all right. And they get up like everything's normal, not like they're even worried someone had walked in.
All right, I'll approach the guy.
Okay. You approach the guy. You see he's just staring over the notes. The security behind you, one man, one woman, one's in their 40s, one's a bit in their 30s, and says, ma'am, everything all right?
I'm gonna point out the guy I'm approaching. Who is he and why is he looking through my things? Did he come through the front?
They look off in the direction you're pointing, stare at each other. Sorry?
I'm gonna look once again. There's a African American man going through my stuff right now, right? That's what I see. Confirming DM.
Yeah, that is what you see. They walk over. Do you mean in your office, ma'am? They like cream their neck way past the left of where the guy is. We don't see anyone.
Back to your posts. I think I'm catching wind of something. It's all right. And I'll go by myself.
At this point, or when does Elena's phone call go through?
Right now.
Oh.
Your phone begins to ring.
Okay. I'll answer it as I'm walking towards the guy.
Okay.
Yes, Catherine Chico?
I did not mean for that to happen. Look, is there a guy there? I thought I saw somebody when we were leaving.
You know about this guy? I described the person I'm looking at. I forget the description. The jacket and the general demeanor.
Matching description.
What?
You know this person?
Are the clothes familiar? Like,
The clothes
how...
are familiar from one night in particular.
I'm not... Can I leave? What are you doing?
Say, whoever your mysterious friend is, and she's gonna like duck a little bit to the side and like go up against the wall and stop moving towards the guy. He's looking through my documents
Wait,
on my people. Can you get over here?
wait, he's wearing what?
Clean yourself up. The cops are coming, but I'd like some backup if someone you know is ruffling through my stuff.
No,
This whole time, the guy's been ignoring you, still turned away, even though you are in earshot distance.
you're gonna kind of through the phone, like not very audible because she's not really saying this to you. There's just kind of like, no, 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 that's not somebody else. It's fine. It's just okay. As she's like trying to convince herself that everything's fine.
The guy suddenly speaks up to you, Kat.
Elena's
Go for it.
clearly having problems, so I'm gonna put the phone on speaker just so she can talk as she wants, and I'm gonna go towards the guy as he turns towards me to
And
speak.
she, after she does that, she's gonna start like, take off whatever. I assume there's like blood on her jacket or whatever, and like take that off at least, and maybe throw a sweatshirt on and book it back there, because like she's freaking the fuck out, but also, I mean, she has to go.
Kian, you hear at least Elena's side of the conversation and know, like, even if you're dealing with your own shit, you do at least that part of yourself sense that Elena, you almost killed her. You feel regret from that, but she also saved you from doing much worse. And now you get just emotionally the sense that she is even more afraid than she was a moment ago, and that's the most afraid you ever seen her.
I'm going to take off my jacket or anything that was bloodstained, so it's
Mhm.
probably just like an undershirt and my slacks.
Mhm.
I'm gonna wipe as much blood off my face, and if there's like any water, do you have water in your car?
You don't drink water.
She
No,
doesn't
no,
drink water,
water's
but
for
she
cleaning.
does,
Oh.
she does drive this car like on jobs and stuff, so there's like some stuff, what she needs. There'd probably be a change of clothes. I don't know if anything would fit Kian or not, but there'd be, stuff to look like she didn't just murder somebody.
Oh, they have like a large t-shirt.
Good luck.
You're just like wiping with your overshirt, like
Yeah, change of street clothes.
Yeah,
You
probably leave the trench coat.
Mhm.
Look somewhat less bloody. And probably ruffle my hair so it doesn't look like Kian.
You're usually really gelled, but now it's like slightly messy.
Oh, and take my glasses off. It's like Superman. It's gonna work.
Can you see?
It doesn't even look like the same person. Cops won't
No,
recognize him.
it's just for aesthetics. He's not blind.
Kian actually
So he
wears
won't even
contacts. The
recognize him.
glasses are fake.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
Okay,
as
we're booking it back.
you do a quick change
Going a
job
different
and
route.
start booking it, Catherine, the figure doesn't turn towards you, but you do hear them in a sort of raspy sort of voice, but still deep, hoarse. Says, shouldn't have gotten involved with her.
Involved with who?
Shouldn't try to take what's mine. And you see one of the papers he's holding has the name Zoe Taylor. And he's just like has a hand on it.
Piece of shit.
Okay, Catherine's gonna take a nice long pause to think. And try and I'll do an insight check onto his general attitude and
Mm-hmm.
what kind of ways of talking I think will get through to him. So I can kind of guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think, at least for what Catherine knows, right? This is seeming more and more. It's weird because the security guards didn't see him, but this guy's talking, and you get the means of very possessive boyfriend type, and you can only assume, is this her husband? Did some weird shit happen?
Yep.
Well, the fuck can't the guard see him? And
Definitely put that together.
you see other little things of like bloodstained. Now you realize they are jackets and whatnot. Did he come from a scuffle? Did he get drunk? Did something happen? but he seems too calm and too sober for that, so you roll that out. And he turns to you.
So there's blood on his jacket, but he's
Yeah.
calm.
I will say with the inside charisma, you can even tell it looks like it's from him, like the blood are connected to injuries that he has on his body. And he says, I spent a bit too much time. I give y'all 2 years, but y'all so fucking greedy.
Greedy because we took what was yours?
Yeah, she's mine.
How long has she been yours?
Since the day I got her. That's how it works.
When was that?
You see for a moment, you think you blink, but his image flickers a bit.
Flickers.
Too long.
Does this seem like any vampire ability that I would know of?
Occult check.
I don't think I got much of that.
You heard little things. Nothing that the ministry is usually delves into, right? There's a tree called Obfuscate that does stuff. That could have been your best bet, but you don't have a good enough frame of reference to be sure. It says.
I'm gonna kind of circle around him warily and get like close enough that I could reach and touch him.
She's been mine since college. Just taking back what's mine. She's not allowed out here with you all. Should have came home.
How much do you own? I'm gonna like try and touch him on the shoulder just to see if there's like an illusion that like my hand goes through or if he's actually like physically real.
You approach all the way, right? Put your hand out towards him, right? Let me see. You put your hand out towards him, and as your hand goes to approach him, he's just staring daggers at you, but almost through you. Like with that insight check before, you're like piercing gaze. He's like almost talking to you, but not about you, right? And as your hand goes through him, it's like, once again, you don't blink, but it feels like you do because one moment he's there, one moment he's gone.
Oof. Oh man, he didn't answer my question.
Speakerphone's been on the whole time, by the way, and
Oh, I forgot we were on the phone.
you heard
You can hear that.
all that, and it was a very familiar voice.
I'm gonna look around for any other clues, so I'm gonna look at what he was touching. I assume Zoe's stuff is all pulled out. Anything that, like, any imprints that were left behind. Vibe check.
Make an investigation check.
Elena's running as fast as she physically can.
Yep.
I wish I had blink.
Yeah, right. You start looking over the notes. It takes you some time. Meanwhile, as you're looking through them, we'll get back to them in a sec. As Elena, Kian, you finally make it all the way back, just in time. Like you just make it all the way back. You two see the security guards that are standing there, like watching out. They seem to be like having a confused conversation with each other.
Oh fuck.
If there's nothing else here, I'll go out to meet them and like pull them like a block away.
You're looking through all the notes, so it's like taking a little time. That's why giving a chance for them to arrive.
I just don't want them to get caught by the cops, so
Yeah.
get a little careful. Zoe did see you guys. It does have your descriptions.
Wait, what's call it? Could I use obfuscate to like zip us there?
We're finally using vampiric powers. Let's go.
Yay!
Yeah, like no. Can I take Elena with me, or does it only work with me?
No,
Only?
it only you. But you can use what's it called? Unseen passage and be basically invisible.
But that's kind of mean. I'm gonna go with Elena.
Well, that's good. Okay, we could take care of just keeping Elena hidden from the cops, and you can take care of yourself. So
okay.
if it comes down to it.
Okay. All right. I'll save it then. If things get rough,
What do
I
you
feel
guys
bad.
do outside?
Okay, I'll just sprint.
You guys are outside the shelter right now. You see the
Oh,
security guards.
Is there? Okay, so is there a quick way that I see to get in, like a window I can jump through, just so that I'm not like impeded, but I can kind of just like around?
You can fill in anything you want, Kaya, but I'm gonna say the windows on the first floor are, closed. They're
Sorry, it's generally pretty locked tight. We've
Yeah.
got some people in here with enemies, so
the closest thing is fire escapes in that alleyway.
I cannot go back in that alleyway.
no, we're not going there.
Fuck that.
I had to propose it.
I'm going to. Okay. I'm going to walk up. She's gonna. A very, very big part of her wants to just like bowl, because she knows she could probably just bowl over these security guards. But very bad things have happened tonight, so she's gonna slow her roll a little bit, and like speed walk up to them and just walk in, like see if she could just walk in, and with Kian like looking like she's meant to be there, and if they try to stop her, she's gonna use Daunt to scare them away.
Okay. Well, let's see if you can control. Make either subterfuge or make a subterfuge check like you belong there.
Okay. Subterfuge. I'm not sure what to use for my main attribute. Would that be like?
It's up to you. Really, anything if you have reasoning for it, then why?
I think it would be subterfuge resolve, because her resolve is going toward not breaking into a full sprint.
Yeah, she's trying really hard, concentrating, go for it. She's doing her best to be like, okay, fucking just get in the door. I'm not gonna be overwhelmed right now. I just need to get in.
Yep. But I hate it here.
You walk in.
It's okay, I can use Daunt.
And immediately the guards are like, ma'am, are you
I'm
supposed to be
see
in here?
Catherine.
All right, well, why don't you wait here? Is this man with you? Are you a hidden, or are you walking straight through Kian as well?
I wait. I'm gonna slip past them with unseen passage.
Okay, make a rouse check.
Oh, that's right. I had to make a rouse check for this. Oh, pray on the.
the
Oh
whole
my
session's
god.
just gonna be Kian.
Oh.
Okay. That hunger, for a second, it was finally fucking gone. But you never even had a chance to revel in it because you were so fucked in your own head by all the things that transpired in mere moments. And now it's just back. Just cooing and cowing at you again and just telling you how shitty of a person you are, honestly.
Oh no.
Kian.
But you disappear into the shadows, almost wanting to disappear yourself. And you pull on those feelings enough, and you know you are completely unseen by all around you. Is there anything you want to do now that you're invisible? You see the guards having Elena stay there, so they don't say the line he said about the man.
Is there a way that I can distract them so she can slip past?
It's up to you. What would you want to do?
You could just talk to me. I could come get you.
No, but that would waste too much time.
Are we short on time right now?
It feels like it.
Well, the ghosts.
Sirens are on the way. Not here or audible yet.
Oh fuck.
These cops have a terrible response time, by the way. Is that what it's like in New York?
It's because we're not.
You're in a shitty neighborhood.
Traffic.
Yeah, that's what.
I cleaned up the murder scene already, and had a
Also,
whole
you didn't give
conversation with
any
the
more information besides the address, so it's like, is this reputable?
That's fair. That's very
doing
fair.
background check. Okay. In the moment, Kian will. Oh, wait. Can I use another skill?
Yeah. What skill you
Can I
want to use?
stack skills?
Yeah.
Rousing blood check again.
Can I use cloud memory?
So keep in mind, cloud memory, you will need the target's attention. So
Oh.
you can't have
Wait,
that.
do they need to look at me?
Yes, you need to make eye contact.
Oh. Wait, I can't do that if I'm invisible.
Yes, that's the problem.
Damn it. um, can I trip them just enough for Elena to jump over?
Sure, she has no clue that you're planning to do this,
Yeah.
but you can try.
No, but I think she's smart enough to figure out what's happening.
Okay, so one of the guards turns to go back to get Catherine. The other one
Oh.
is holding Elena there and looking her up and down, a little suspicious. Elena, are you doing Daunt like you said, or no?
First she'd be like, I'm here to see Catherine.
Mm-hmm.
She's expecting me. Like, I need to go.
Yeah, like what the guard says, like I'll go check in with her and let you know what she says. Your name?
She's gonna use Daunt.
Okay.
But we don't have time for that shit.
Okay.
Guys, stop fucking with my shelter. Seriously.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
As you
How dare you?
activate Daunt, what is it you
Oh my
say?
God.
She's gonna be like, I need to see her right fucking now. And kind of like reach out. One of the security guards is holding her. She's gonna reach out and like kind of, it looks like she's clasping him on the shoulder, but she's really like very intensely like glaring at them.
Mm-hmm. Now, regular mortals aren't going to be able to do shit against Daunt. These guys are security guards, and Daunt does make you seem at least like a threat. So I do want an intimidation check. Add 2 dice, and make that roll. All you need is 2 successes to make them fully back down. And
Gotta give him a pay raise.
Can I do intimidation strength?
Staring
Because
Yes.
I'm, like,
vampires.
as you
harassing
grip the
person
shoulder
instead?
and imbue strength straight into it and strain him.
2 dice.
Oh,
Everything's gonna be great. They're gonna be so scared.
can I do a
everything's fine.
reaction?
What do you want to try to do?
Well, if I see her, like, I feel like I know what's going on, but like if I see it kind of like slip up, I'm just kick the guy in the back of his knee.
Okay, I'm gonna say
That's the reaction though. Oh, never mind.
4 successes is more than enough. As you go and he's immediately, like he's like stammering and he's like, yeah, of course, ma'am, you're
I'm just gonna
here.
push past.
And he's like dazed and too stunned, and like suddenly he like almost does. Not sure what he saw, but he definitely knew enough to be like, oh, okay, this could be very fucking dangerous, and just step to the side. The other one like steps aside, like looks at her friend, and is like looking back as you just walk on past them.
Mm-hmm.
Can you follow invisibly?
Yep.
Okay, you guys
Head straight for the office.
walk through the doors into the big room. Kaya, in this time you had looked through the notes and you swear these were all notes on different people that came tonight. You didn't even have Zoe's paper tonight because she was just here for a conversation to stay over, right? More like a friendly meeting and not, like, hey, checking in like the other homeless women to stay here. But each and every single paper has her name on it.
Like it's all information about her and the previous information's gone.
All the previous sort of information is there, but all the names have been switched.
Ugh. If I touch where the name is, does it disappear like an illusion or does it stay?
No, it stays. You can.
How is it clear if the ink has been dried for a while, or like can I get any information on it?
I will say, like, just with your like you wrote these papers. You like wrote all the stuff.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like you left them, and even your handwriting, but instead the words on each of the names were changed to Zoe Taylor.
It just looks like I wrote Zoe Taylor, and there's
Yes.
no evidence of any other name ever being written.
Yes. A bunch of like forms you make for both new women and people that come here again. Just a few details for the night. All their names switched.
Is there anything that has their names written on it anymore, or do I have to remember them from memory now?
There's probably another logbook that one of the volunteers keeps, but all your papers that you were sitting at and looking over, and you remember because you literally there's so much paperwork. You spent this whole time before that noise
I
disturbed you,
spent so much time on it.
and Every
So
single
really long period of nothing happening other than paperwork.
name was changed to Zoe Taylor.
Well, that's I guess I'm gonna like gather those together and like kind of put them a little out of sight so nobody sees the creepiness before I have a chance to fix it.
You've gathered all the papers,
Oh.
and that's why it took so long because you were like, no way it can be every single paper, right? You have at least 20 different people that were here, right, that you were looking over, and they all say Zoe Taylor. And you've gathered them up, put them in a folder, and like think to yourself as the doors behind you swings open and Elena enters.
Is he still in there?
No, it's
Look
just
back.
Kaya with the folder in
And
her
did
hand.
you hear?
Oh fuck. Kaya, you see Elena looking like we've run into each other a couple times, but like never super interacted. She looked freaked out and horrified in the alleyway in that split second. She looks completely manic now, like so much more furious and like horrified and panicked as she comes through the door.
You can
Where
see
is he?
Kaya stands up with like her normal kind of brusque expression, like she's gonna like be kind of rude again, but then she sees the look on your face and like immediately softens and kind of leads you to a chair
She's scanning every
and
corner
sits
of
you
the
down.
room.
Says, I don't know what happened, but I tried to touch him. He was some sort of illusion. He disappeared right in front of my eyes. I don't know my Kindred skills, but he had some sort of magic going on. Take a breath, calm yourself down. Let's just share what we know about the situation first, okay? You
An
gotta tell me
illusion?
about
Are
who
you?
this guy is.
It could have been anything else. Like was there anyone else here? Like why? Who was somebody casting it? What's happened? Did he do anything?
I'll share the basic rundown. So yeah, he came in, somehow came into my office here without being seen by anyone. I don't know if he appeared here as an illusion or if he was able to sneak by the guards outside using some sort of trick. The guards could not see him. Only I could. There's some sort of ability going on here. I tell him a little bit like, yeah, you heard the conversation that we had.
Yeah.
Very focused on Zoe, one of the people at my shelter that I've been helping more closely. I know that she has a husband who's been quite abusive that she's now gotten away from. I I don't know this guy, but I don't know. Is his name Carl?
No. Did he say Zoe's name? Did he say any names?
Yes.
He
And
said
I'll
Zoe.
show the folder of the papers as well. Say it's just Zoe. Zoe Taylor, right?
Yeah.
Zoe Taylor's all that he could talk about. Zoe Taylor is his. Does this ring a bell?
Do I have any idea what this could possibly be?
The like your mouth feels dry, as one of the things that Kaya spoke of that most got to you was the toxic relationship you mentioned Zoe has with a man, and you can't just not have flashbacks of the multiple times you saw the signs, but didn't stop them until it was too late.
Yeah.
And you look at the thing, and I think both of you now together, as a continuation of that investigation check, Kaya, you notice one thing about all the papers of the people you saw. They all have some past history of domestic abuse.
Oh, I mean, most people in the shelter do. Oof. I mean, yeah, Kaya's just gonna get like a little blanket to like put over Elena's shoulders, like give her a shoulder rub.
Kian, you've been there the whole time, by the way, invisible. Is there anything you're doing?
Kian's in the corner.
No, I'm just gonna sit against the wall.
Okay.
Does Kaya have a way of sensing Kian, or is she just completely unaware?
Do you? Let's see. Your disciplines.
I'm kind of fine with not being aware there's just an invisible Kian who freaking killed a hobo outside my shelter earlier this morning. or
I
earlier
think
this evening?
ignorance is bliss.
You
Probably.
do not, unfortunately.
Okay. No,
Wait,
that's
how long
great.
does
That's
my
perfect.
invisible thing last?
Forever until you're
To
noticed.
the end of a scene.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Yeah, until the end of the scene for most part.
Nice.
amazing.
Like if you do anything
Um,
that would draw attention, then it's broken. It's not true
Okay.
invisibility. It's more so like people just don't notice you in the corner or whatnot.
Oh, so the
That's good.
impartial third-person camera can see Kian, and we're just ignoring him.
Yeah, he's like shaded
Yeah.
out and like partially in the
Standing in the
shadows.
shadows.
Alright, I'm gonna try and get some more information out of Elena. Then, can you tell me a
Okay.
bit about the person you think he is? What is his name? How do you know?
Wait. Okay. First, who's Carl?
Is Zoe's husband or ex-husband, I should say.
Fuck. Okay. What is he? No, that doesn't matter.
Real quick, as a sort of catch up, a few things Kaya you would know because of how close you've worked with Zoe.
Mhm.
Zoe was in the foster care system a lot, moved around quite a bit. You have her file around here somewhere, but you know it by heart to this point. You never really take it out. She moved around a lot. A lot of their family either gave her up or just something happened and just didn't fit. It wasn't until in high school, uh, she right after high school married her high school sweetheart, quote unquote, and that let her move out of a particularly toxic family she had been with, and that's why that relationship had progressed so fast. But now she's around early 20s, right? She realized the relationship was not what she thought it would be. It was not the, you know, protection or escape from restraint she thought it'd be, and that's why her personality, you could tell, had been warped from just having so many people she couldn't trust for so long.
Oh, poor thing.
She had been in a foster care system also because her parents had died when she was very young.
Okay. Questions still stand, Elena. Tell me something, for God's sake. Kaya does not say.
I don't even know where to start.
Also, whenever you get the chance,
She-
Chrissy sent you a question.
Suspicious.
Didn't see that.
Before she says anything, Elena's gonna do another really thorough scan of the room.
Okay.
Just to
Oh
really
no,
make...
please don't notice me.
She's forgotten Kian at this point.
That's good.
Take a scan of the room, and nothing out of the ordinary, at least not in this room. It's the only one thing I'll say you notice. It's should be warmer in here than it was outside, but doesn't feel that way.
That's not creepy at all.
Is this a
Okay.
person that you knew personally?
She's gonna make a conscious effort to take a very deep breath. Do you know the name Kira Taylor?
Ash, do I know that name?
Mm,
Because I don't think I know that name.
maybe give me an. Let's see what goes good with this.
I would recognize Taylor, obviously.
Of course, you would recognize Taylor. I think you might have seen it once. You don't remember all the details, but you may have seen it in her file at some point on
Okay.
Zoe. But it's like was not a big detail.
Is Taylor Zoe's birth last name?
Yes, she got it from her father.
Okay. Then yeah, I think I'd be like, Taylor? Someone related to Zoe?
Yeah, her, Zoe's aunt. She died in 96, and the man who murdered her was named Jonas, and he's supposed to be dead. And he looks exactly
And he's the person
like
we
the...
saw today?
I mean, in the alleyway, and then again when you were saying over the phone, it sounds exactly like him. Exactly what he was wearing I mean, he's dead though. He's fucking dead.
The same clothes. That is suspicious. He was bloodied, like he had taken some wound.
I think Elena's face just kind of like ices over, but she doesn't say anything.
Kaya thinks for a little bit. To show up in the same clothes doesn't seem right. Is this a trick? Someone who knows this Jonas person playing with us?
DM, do I think that could be? There's only one person I know knows exactly what he looked like on that day,
That is true.
and I really don't like the suggestion that he's involved.
Mm-hmm. It's up
But,
to you
like-
whether you want to think that. Is there anything you want to do to investigate that information? You can let me know.
She definitely looks like, I think, scared.
Kaya will
But
take
also-
out a piece of paper to add to Zoe's file and kind of make notes on everything that she's learning, by the way.
You bring out Zoe's file.
Mm-hmm. First, do I see anything about Kira Taylor in the file?
First thing you notice as you take out the file itself: fingerprints, bloodied.
Well, fuck. I'm
the
gonna make
file.
sure Elena can see this, by the way.
You bring over the file, show it to Elena, and dried blood, not recent, not like bloodied, still dried, almost as if touched many times.
There's also, I think, a part of Elena that, like, I mean, there's a lot of shit going on right now, but she also has never gotten to, like, she doesn't really know what happened to Zoe, and so there's part of her that wants to just look at the file and, like, read it.
Yeah. Give me investigation checks, whoever wants to look it over. Kian, in the background.
I want to look for new things. I want to look for anything that's been changed.
I can do it in the background too.
If you wish to, yeah,
Over
because you're
over.
invisible.
Carrying
You're
over.
just carrying over.
Oh, okay. Investigation.
Anything changed?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. My rolls have been kind of shit low key.
Bestial failure.
You're very good at investigation, though. So
You
Oh, that's true.
Bestial failure. You attack us right now.
Oh my
Oh.
Jesus.
I knew I could believe in you. All right.
One good thing tonight. One good thing.
Start with the simple. Kaya, look it over. You've seen it so many times, but who the fuck touched this? Who handled it? All this information. It's not new. There's nothing's been changed. You check again. I think
Good.
Elena catches it first because her eyes are just glued to it. The mention of Kira Taylor, the aunt, and you can't help but stare at it for a while. You know, it's not much said about her except that the date of life to death. Where's the tombstone? I need to remember when she was born.
72?
72 to 1996.
Yep.
And
That's pretty young.
doesn't say much more. You just keep staring and you look through all the details, Elena. It's heartbreaking to see how much Zoe's been through. Because you see multiple people that are put under her file, and quite a few of them are no longer with us. Her parents, her aunt, her grandparents, quite a few foster family members. But you're notice this, but you're still drowned out just by like the new information. You'd lost her in the foster care system and finally found her and didn't know that she'd gone through all this.
Yeah.
Kian, perhaps it's because you're a bit more detached, perhaps because you deal with a lot of paperwork and numbers and details. You notice patterns You notice the foster care dates. You notice that her parents, Zoe's parents, died in 2007. You notice that she was in the foster care system. Every home she was in lasted the same amount of time. 2 years.
Exactly.
Oh, fuck.
2 years with one family out in far west outside of the city. 2 more years in a next county. 2 years. It goes until high school, and it seems to actually extend. But there's multiple notes for this family, including things they did, how they treated her, and how she spent as much time out of that home as possible. For some reason, that one extends. That one, her stay continues for 3, 4 years until it's noted that she moved out with her boyfriend at the time at the age of 18, and that's where she soon got married and has been for at least 4 years. You also notice, with 7 fucking successes, that she first started going to the shelter 2 years ago.
Oh.
Poor thing is cursed.
Oh boy. I. Okay, this is gonna be so weird.
Do it.
Okay.
Leave, reappear,
Yes.
come back in.
No,
Wait,
disappear.
Disappear.
I'm not even here though to begin with, so I'd be peering over her
Up
shoulder and then
here.
being like,
Hey, did you notice this?
yeah.
Oh fuck, you were there the whole time.
Guardian angel of intelligence.
Thank you.
I'm going to. I'm gonna regret this later. I'm going to step to the side and go like, and now peer. Yeah.
Elena, for a second, looks like she is going to attack and kill you, and then sees that it's you and like sits back
Guy
down in
just
the
snaps her
chair.
head up.
You see Kian appear as the lights flicker, and he's there the next second.
Guy just kind of sighs.
Jesus
Thank you for
fucking Christ,
earlier.
Kian.
Oh, sorry.
Have you been watching?
A little bit.
Oh, then we don't have to catch you up. Good. I hope your little escapade earlier helped you calm down and we can focus.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Your papers, and he's going to like kind of like gesture at them. There's there's a pattern with her move-in dates. They're about
Oh,
2 years apart, and then right around where she mentioned her getting married or leaving high school, she was with this person for more than 2 years, not the same pattern, and then she just started coming about 2 years ago, so the pattern broke again. I just wanted to mention that.
Kaya pauses and then says, "Thank you. This is something that's happened before."
In their
Many.
conversation. Oh, sorry, Meg, do you have?
Hmm?
Oh, well, I was just gonna say, in their conversation that I heard over the phone, he said, like, I gave you 2 years, and then
He
something
gives
else, right?
everyone 2 years, except for Carl. Carl had more. How long was Zoe with her parents after her aunt died?
She was
It was a
after her
while.
aunt died.
Yeah, so like
Her aunt
her
died in
aunt died in
1996. Her
So
parents
okay,
died in
this whole Jonas
2007.
thing then. So she had 11 years with her parents with no issues, and then this 2 year cycle started, right?
Um,
Kira, I'm not saying this out loud. This is just like player slash also Elena thought process. Kira died when she was 24. They together for about 2 years.
They met in the senior year of college.
Yeah.
2 years before her body was found.
Okay.
Something's going on here. Okay.
I was going to ask you for an intelligence check, but you got that on your own. Very nice. I will
Yay,
give you
brain
a bonus intelligence check because of that for something even more.
Should I roll? Go ahead and roll.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm smarter than Elena. Wait, that's intimidation.
Oh.
It started with an I. I don't know. Should I roll intelligence?
Yes. There's something about that year her parents died. 2007. It doesn't click yet, but you're going to file that away for later, at least.
Yeah. Well, Kaya will muse on that topic. So, this Jonas person kills her aunt, and then nothing happens for 11 years. And then he starts focusing on her. I don't know what would start that, but now every 2 years, if she's not with Carl, he acts.
What was her family like? The one she was with for 4 years.
Abusive. Terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, that fucking tracks.
Was it
So was
pretty much
Carl, huh?
similar to her relationship with Carl? What would
Yeah.
would Kaya have that opinion?
Very much so.
It's like, honestly, it was abusive, but so was her relationship with
Like,
Carl.
when Zoe opened up to you, there was red flags even when they first met and started dating, but she was looking for any chance to get out of that house. That she ignored
How
them.
long was she in that house until she met Carl?
Another. Let me see. Another like.
Would it be an exact 2 years or just a random?
Nope.
Like 4 years total.
4 years.
With them.
Okay, but like how long? Because she moved in with this house, these people, and then when did she meet Carl after moving in? So how long was she with the family but not with Carl?
I'm gonna make an intelligence check yourself, Kaya.
Okay.
It sounds like the reason she stayed with them was because they were equally as shitty as he was.
Good. Yeah. You see the track record of the foster family she's with. She had something good to say about each one that ended in 2 years. Something about perhaps this might have worked out, might have been the chance. But no matter what, even if she gave them high praise, it ended after 2 years. And I don't think even she opened up about each of those. But you put together, based on what Elena also says, that the only relationship she's had that lasted for longer than 2 years have been the abusive, toxic, possessive ones.
Okay. So her relationship with her foster family going for longer than 2 years is probably independent of her relationship with Carl going longer for 2 years, but they were both abusive. All right, well, Kaya will muse on that out loud. She's not allowed anything but abuse.
Jonas died in 1997.
Who would want to carry on his obsession like this? You sure he wasn't turned into a kindred?
No, there's no way. There's a short period of time that you have after somebody dies to turn them, and no one fucking touched him. I swear.
You saw the body. You know.
Yeah, something like that.
Right, she nods. Then someone's imitating him. Do you know anything of his family? His friends? Anyone he would be close to?
I mean, not really. He didn't. I mean, I stayed the fuck away from that guy when he was alive, right? He's a piece of shit.
I can imagine.
There's only one other person who knows what he looked like, what he was wearing, everything. I mean, but how?
Kyle will nod for you to continue.
But he has no fucking reason to do this. He doesn't have a reason to give a shit about Zoe or any of this.
Crack.
It's a start. Find out more.
Out near the entrance. Large, resounding wooden crack. Kaya, the lights have been
What?
always flicker here on and off a bit, just because your electric employer
Yeah.
is late, not the best neighborhood, and they don't keep to the times. But it's been flickering more often today, and goes out. And the second after that, you hear the large crack near the entrance.
Alright, Kai will stand up. Can you at least give me the name of this person who might know more?
Um,
Footsteps echo on the cold floor towards your room.
Ugh. Kai kind of like sighs in frustration and then turns to walk towards whatever this new noise is that's coming.
sorry.
It's pitch black. You guys can't see anything, but just enough you hear the.
Kaya can say just fine. She has eyes of the beast or
Very
whatever.
good. I was hoping you'd use that.
I have dark vision.
Kaya's eyes grow red and pierces through the darkness. And
We don't have dark vision.
you don't have dark vision. Not normally.
What the
You
heck?
don't have dark vision.
Nope.
You see
Can't see shit.
Joe, your security guard, open the door. Standing there in the doorway, he has his baton in hand, and it's bloody. And
What happened?
he speaks out and says,
Report.
like I said, Portia should have stayed out of her life, and his voice isn't exactly his own. He starts walking towards you.
Ah! I don't have any self-defense skills.
When I does
Can
it,
I pull out
does
a
it sound
gun?
like-
You
Can I tackle
guys hear this, you don't see him. It's pitch
Oh
black.
fuck! Can I
No.
move toward the sound?
I'm going to use my daunt, and my eyes of the beast to try and intimidate him.
Okay. What do you do as you try to intimidate him? Do you say anything?
I'm gonna say, security guards, stand down and report, and kind of like try and jar him out of whatever is he's in control of him.
Okay. Make me that intimidation check.
Okay, so it's intimidation plus presence.
Yes.
I don't
Add a
know.
modifier of 2 dice, I think.
Of 2, and then if it's against a mortal, I should get +2 from Eyes of the Beast.
Yeah, that doesn't affect this.
Okay. Damn it. Alright, so intimidation +2. He doesn't count as a mortal, guys. He's definitely a mortal, though.
He's possessed by a ghost.
Okay. You see, for a
Goddamn.
moment, that the guard, like, sends down something inside of, Joe. He, like, always worked here, kindly soul, never ever got his baton out. Like, he was a more, like, good cop, bad cop scenario. He was the good cop. And he
That's why I hired him.
freezes up, but you still see a, like, scowl on his face. Elna, Kian, you guys are in the dark. You can't see stuff. You just hear Kaya's voice ring out.
Can I
Did they hear
try to
Joe?
navigate?
Yeah, they hear Joe.
Can
Okay.
I try to navigate toward the wall? Because, like, I at least have a very basic understanding of, like, where the door is. Can I, like, just try and quietly go toward it till I get to the wall where the door is, and then, like, slide along and see if I can...
Sure, it'll just
Yeah.
take a bit as you, like, navigate through a desk and whatnot.
Okay.
Kian, what are you doing?
I wanna...
The how's my hearing? Is it good?
It's normal.
It's normal.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't want to shoot in the dark. Shit, man.
just kills us.
Kills
That'd
Kaya.
be really bad.
Besides
Bestial fail.
the disciplines that give you guys eyesight, the one discipline that gives you increased senses is auspex. None of you have auspex.
Uh-huh.
The other way you
Fuck.
could try is if you chose to blood surge an awareness check.
Oh.
That would
I
give
really
you...
don't want to test my luck today.
Bad hunger time.
I'm going
Do you have
to.
a weapon visibly drawn, Kian?
I have a pistol that I always tuck into my belt that I can just whip out.
Oh. Well, I can't currently see it, I assume.
Hey, Kian, did you take that with you when you changed clothes?
Yeah, I always keep it with me.
Okay, just check it.
Okay,
Innocent
wait.
check.
Wait. Okay. What if I like slide my gun to Kaya?
You don't know where I am either, though, right?
You remember
I
where she was, at least.
I've
uh,
moved around a bit, though. My
But
voice
you
should be
don't
in a
know
different
that.
place than I was 10.
You also don't know if she can see in the dark. Like from your perspective, you think you just hear voices.
True.
You don't
oh,
know what's going on.
okay. I guess I'll just lunge to another wall and see if I can feel my way.
Okay, so both of you are going slowly around, right? Trying to just
Yes.
feel your way
Guys,
through.
We're
Okay,
Sorry.
blind.
Kaya, the body stiffens, stands down for a bit. Is there anything you're doing as you see it starting to stagger forward again?
I
Baton
want to
raising.
duck behind it and open the door
Okay.
because I see the others going towards like the wall and like trying to look for the door. I'm like, oh well, if we open that, maybe we will see a little bit.
So you're gonna try and run. The lights for the whole building went out, by the way. So you know you would already.
I still got nothing better to do right now.
Okay, so you're gonna try and dodge past this individual into the hallway. Go ahead, make me
Yeah.
a what is it? Athletics dexterity check.
Oof. One second. Athletics. Dexterity. Yeah, that's not my strong suit.
Let me see. This.
I'm very min-maxed right now.
You can say that again.
Talking only.
What happens if I can't talk to a person?
That's what I'm here for.
I'm gonna whip
I'm gonna
out
try
some
and say,
interpretive dance.
you're here for Zoe. This is about Zoe. As I'm like ducking around and like failing miserably.
Oh.
You duck and you immediately get slammed with the baton, the blood splashing across your shoulder, knocking you down. You take only 1 point of superficial damage. That, no wait,
Go
one
into
success
health.
plus two, yeah, one. You would have taken three half to two. 2 points of superficial damage. So you just put two little marks on two boxes.
Okay,
Can I
2
try to
slashes.
lunge for where I heard the sound, not Kaya's voice, but the other sound come from?
Yes. Do you want to just lunge? Were you going for a grapple, for a takedown?
Takedown or grapple, yeah.
Athletics?
Can I do brawl?
Sure.
Use
What are
my
you
specialty.
trying to do, Kian,
Like,
at the same time? Sorry.
I'm going to wait for an opportunity because right now shooting could shoot. I mean, if I shoot, I'm gonna literally shoot anyone, and I don't like my chances right now.
Mhm.
So I'm going to wait until there's a better chance. If not, I'll tell you.
Okay. So you're just waiting and just
If you
trying to
take out your gun, I'll steal it from you.
have your.
Huh?
His gun is out. His gun's in his hand, but he's like hesitating to
Oh,
shoot.
okay.
Uh,
If I'll give it a little bit of time, but then I'm gonna try and take his gun.
Elena,
Okay.
go ahead and roll. Take a -2 modifier from the darkness.
does my specialty give me +2?
Gives you +1.
+1. Oh, fuck. Okay. Can I rouse? And that'll just
Yes.
put me. Okay.
Yay.
+1.
Okay. This individual is just attempting to dodge. Fail. As you go restrain him, you feel, I will say, the baton hear you clatter on the ground as you have this guy in an embrace, right? And you can feel, like, with your strength alone, mortal body, you do feel like, an older body too, that like, you can easily, like, crush, parts of him.
I am gonna try and push. Are we still standing or?
You're standing at the moment. Do you want to do damage? Do you knock him prone? What are you doing?
I was gonna. Fuck, I don't know.
As if you hesitate, Kyle will say, control him, but if you can, don't hurt him. He's
She.
possessed.
When he talked, did it sound like him or did it sound like Jonas?
It didn't sound exactly like Jonas, but the words, you've heard the kind of language he uses, the way he talks, and that's the way he talks.
Oh, cadence.
Exactly.
I feel like because Kaya said that, she'll not try not to hurt this guy.
Okay. Are you knocking him to
But
the ground?
Yeah, she's gonna try and pin him on the ground.
Okay. Is your lethal body a passive, or is it an active?
Which one is that?
Oh no, you have prowess.
Yeah, prowess. That's just for striking, I think.
That's always active.
Oh wait,
Cool.
strength rolls.
Yes.
Oh hell yeah! I have not been using that at all.
That's the damage. So, the way this works, right? You beat him by 2. 2 plus 2 is 4 damage normally. If you knock him down, that's only 3 damage. But you do suffer this guy some damage in your attempt to like struggle him to the ground.
Mhm.
That's the difference between brawl and athletics. And you feel like a rib crack.
Ooh.
That can be healed.
Kian, jump in at any time. You hear. Do you have something now?
I can't see.
You can't see. You just hear all this.
I hear it.
Crunch.
I hear a thud on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Are there any windows in this room?
Yeah.
I want to say probably not.
There are windows, but it's like dark outside.
Alley window.
Is there like any moonlight or starlight that can, give anything?
A little bit, but only like near the windows.
Ah.
Like if you wanted to, like Kian, you did say you went near a window, so as you go there, right, you can see a little vicinity around you, and have a bit easier time directing where it is, but you still can't fully see them. They're like the dark silhouette shapes.
Can I discern the shapes?
You see 2 shapes, one on top of the other. You get the feeling who's who, but you either way, if you want to shoot. One of those Elena's, one of them's the guy.
I'm gonna see Kian freaking out and saying, "No, Elena's got him right now. He's under control."
Okay.
Elena, as you hold him down, you see the face almost turn towards you, and this body loses some strength and says, "You're trying to take what's mine again, all over again, aren't you?"
Jonas.
Again.
Oh. You know she was mine, right? She wanted it that way.
Shut the fuck up.
He's struggling. What do you do?
I really want to punch him in the face, but I
Oh,
also
no,
don't
my
want to hurt
security
him.
guard is really sweet.
Can I burn a
My
willpower
God,
not to punch him in the
no.
face?
Yes.
Do that. How the fuck are you here?
You know I always come for what's mine. It's...
Shit.
Well, can't take everything away from me.
You don't have shit.
Because what? You took it away? I'm getting it back.
There's
And
nothing for you. Get
no, there's
Fuck
nothing
off.
for her either except me. I'll make sure she knows that.
She's dead, you piece of shit.
No. And it's like, the conversation you're having, it's like, for once, it seems like he's recognizing you again, but just like the conversation over the phone that you overheard, it's almost like not talking to someone, but talking through them. Almost like he's putting will into words, but is not fully there, like mentally. Kai, are you doing anything?
I am taking mental notes that Elena has a lot more she has not shared with me yet.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I'll say,
I even showed you Zoe's file.
as you hear, like are just taking span of the situation, Kian, are you firing or are you just also waiting?
Can I pull my phone out and use a flashlight
Yes!
on it?
Very good! Modern ways. You take your phone out, turn on the flashlight, there's suddenly light in the room, You see Elena grappling with this like older security guard on the floor, the baton lying actually a few feet from you, bloodied. Kaya like watching all this, and you can see her red eyes. As you are like focusing on the scene, Kaya, it's you who's just trying to take measure of what's happening. Here in the distance, sirens getting closer.
These fucking
No.
guys.
Terrible timing. Can I try and compel the guy?
Yeah.
Not sure exactly what. I'll say, explain who you are, and I'll try and use that as a compel.
All right.
So
There's
I
a
can
little
go down
dice
there.
symbol next to it. Go ahead and click that little dice symbol. Intelligence rules. Oh.
This is roll dominate. Is that correct?
Yeah. Like it, I
Okay.
macroed it so it should roll the right stuff. Okay, 3 successes. Let's see.
Come on.
2 successes.
Yeah.
He says.
Yeah.
Okay, what was the command again?
Explain who you are.
Explain. Real quick, Nora, was there a last name for Jonas?
I think it's Barkley. Let me double check.
Yes, it is. Thank
Barkley.
you. Says Jonas Barkley. He says, like, almost still not fully there, but like compelled to answer your question. That's what I
Oh, that's
was.
good.
That's
Can
what I
I-
am.
can I-
That's,
He continues.
that's he's just stammering away as you're forcing him to, like, you know, almost crack down mentally on like who remember more than just what he's drawn to do.
Can I like follow up? Is there like an ongoing connection here, or is it just one question?
It's
command.
one command, so like it's a one turn thing you make him do.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna try and follow up question anyway that he might ignore. Say, are you alive? Are you dead? How are you here?
Go ahead.
Just kind of try and like intimidate him.
Yep. Roll once more.
Can I add?
Yes.
Because I think after, if she has to do this later, that's really fine. But after he responded, I think Elena's gut initial reaction would be to like on one hand she realizes this is not like corporeally Jonas, but on the other hand, I think she's so used to being in this situation, she would try and like press down on this guy to like get him to answer and ask this. She was gonna ask the same question, like, why the fuck are you here?
Perfect. I wanted to roll anyway to keep him restrained because he is trying to break out. Wow. You only have to beat 1 success.
Would that be
A brawl if you're trying
grapple
to,
still?
like, you know, deal damage. Otherwise, athletics.
Unfortunately, she is trying to deal damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Well, she's not trying to kill him.
Another
she's just,
rib.
Like, it's like a
That's a
like
couple
an
ribs.
interrogation.
Oh wait.
My bodyguard only has so many ribs for you to break,
You
okay?
don't have lethal body, right? Thank God you do not. Okay.
I'm not killing anybody, and I'm not using prowess. She's just
It's
really
a
buff.
brawl check. Brawl
Yeah, it was
insinuates
brawl, and I used grapple.
damage. Where is this?
Just enough to make him answer the question.
Poor thing gets possessed and then wakes up with like 12 bone fractures.
Oh God.
He's probably
And
gonna
why are we
retire.
poor?
Gotta find a new security guard now.
How old
Choose a
is
limb.
he? Oh,
A what?
arm.
His arm snaps
Left arm.
like a twig as it tries to like push you off, and without even realizing your strength, you snap it against the floor. It breaks hard and snaps. You see, you from the light now of Kian's phone glisten out as you can see a bit of bone poking out.
Oh, so you snapped the bone in half. You didn't just dislocate the elbow or something.
Nope, not with that many successes.
Ryan
That's not gonna
disapproves.
heal easily.
And then the question you asked was, "Are you dead?"
And what are you doing here?
I said, are you dead? Are you alive? How are you here? And probably the last one's the one that's gonna compel him.
Okay.
So how are you here?
How are you here? Okay, because it also comes down to like how much he understands of how he's here.
Yeah. So some
He's a
idea of
dumb
like, how
bitch.
are you here even though we think you're dead is kind of the contextual thing,
Okay.
if he understands that.
Got here to take what's mine. I'm here because I got purpose, and because that's something you already know. I'm gonna go on for the other questions as well, of like, I'm dead, yeah, because this bitch here, but and there's a wicked smile on his face as he doesn't even seem to feel the pain of the arm, but not for long, and the body goes limp underneath you.
God, no.
Oh no, poor
No.
security guard, I forget his name.
Joe.
Poor
I think
Joe.
his name's Joe. I was gonna yell at him some more. Come on, man.
Yeah, doing that. He's
She is gonna wait and keep holding him down because she doesn't trust this at all until like Joe comes back. Sorry.
Kaya's gonna like hear the sirens outside and say, "Do we get the cops involved in this?"
No.
Okay.
The lights flicker back on.
Oh,
Is he
thank God.
moving?
Hmm?
Is he moving?
No. You look down at him now. He seems unconscious, but bleeding from his broken arm.
Oh, fuck.
Well, we should at least get this body to the ambulance that might be outside.
Yeah.
Poor Joe.
Fuck.
I should probably look into a new hire. He should probably retire after this. That looks pretty bad.
Kaya,
She just gives you a look of understanding. This
she
seems like
okay.
it's a bit much for all of us.
She looks like she doesn't say anything, but she looks like she gives you just kind of a silent thank you because I don't think like she wants to say sorry, but she also I can't.
Isn't really isn't
She's
really
also
sorry
not
for
really
hurting Jonas.
sorry.
Joe, sure, but not Jonas.
Yeah. Fuck.
Kaya
I guess
gets it.
she'll look to Kian. How are you? Is
Oh,
Kian still in the corner?
Kian has put away his gun after he saw that you snapped his arm, so it was like, yeah, I don't need this gun now.
Elena's got everything under control.
Right. I think we should get going.
The sirens are quite loud, maybe a block away at most.
Oh,
What are you gonna tell
I
them?
mean, I gotta figure something out. Well, you guys keep your faces hidden from the cops. I think Zoe did catch a glimpse of you. You guys can get out of here fine, right? Kyle will pick up Joe and like bring him to the entrance. I'll figure something out to get this guy medical attention and maybe get some more security around here. Not that it'll help.
Hey, I think at the reminder that Zoe saw her face, she looks a little more heartbroken. Make sure she's safe, okay?
Kyle will pause at the door and say, "Do you mind trying to take Zoe to the lounge? I don't think it's safe to keep her here. We need some more powerful eyes on her. We should meet up there."
Kaya, she saw me.
Hmm, true. He looks at Kian. You have any way to disguise or anything?
Kian, give me an occult check, and as you do, Kaya, you're walking out with Joe, careful of the arm, and you remember the crack you heard right after lights turned off, because you find the body of your other security guard on the floor, wound to the head, as Kim is like stretched out, like having fallen off the seat, probably when uh, the possessed Joe hit her.
Oh man. Okay, get to the lounge. I'll bring Zoe there later tonight. Let's meet up. I gotta clean up whatever this guy just did to my security. And
Okay.
I'm gonna
She'll
go rush
nod.
out and check on what Kim. Is Kim alive?
Let's check. It hasn't been too long, thankfully. You guys did deal with Joe Jonas very quickly.
Joe Jonas?
That was not intentional. I'm just saying. I just
Joe
realized
and
that
Jonas.
in the moment.
There are 2 more brothers.
Jonas had a big family.
Give me a medicine check.
Oh no. There's an ambulance with the police because it said there's a dead guy, right?
Yeah, the ambulance is also, you hear like parking outside now, and the police is. Did you tell them the address or the alleyway specifically?
I told him the address of my
The shelter.
place.
Okay. So yeah, they're parking in front of the shelter.
We're
You
going out the window.
look it over. This success, they're not in life-threatening danger. The wounds are heavy. This was more so to see like, okay, how soon you got to them, and gave them at least some sort of aid, and how long it'll take them to recover. Unfortunately, with one
Well,
success.
I'm gonna.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. No. Go ahead.
Unfortunately, with one success, it's going to be a bit longer, and more so tells you that, yeah, you need new security or somewhere safer for Zoe to be.
Believe it or not, I put that one together on my own.
Yeah, you did.
I'm gonna straight up bring Joe like right outside, straight to the ambulance,
Hmm.
and
So scary.
like as I go outside, if I see the ambulance, I'll say, "There's one more inside. I need your help. We have 2 injured."
Of course, ma'am. You see paramedics come down. 2 of them come and help take Joe to you. They're like, oh shit, you picked this big guy up yourself, right? And go ahead and get him onto a stretcher. More go in, and where are Elena and Kian right now as the paramedics are coming into the building?
Went out
What's
the
the
window
occult
the second
check?
Kaya started leaving.
Oh, the occult check. One success is enough, even though you don't know the details.
Oh.
You know, you've heard very little, but you know a little bit from little documents and stuff that Aslan has because he's been in Kindred Society. Well, there are other things that go bump in the night. Mages, werewolves, magic is a
Oh
thing.
boy.
And
Necromancy.
Those fucking
you understand warding because Kai asked you about protection exists. You know certain forms of warding. But if you were to look into it, there are likely other forms of wedding that blocks spiritual entities.
Oh, like the one I may or may not have?
Not the one you have.
Not that one, but similar. Okay.
Yes, similar. You
Okay.
would have
Yeah.
to look into
hit
it at some point.
Like now,
Yeah.
because he's
Like,
gonna die.
as we
Don't
escape the
worry,
cops.
Keenpedia is on the case.
Yeah.
Alright, that makes me feel better.
Ian,
Kian, I'm glad you came and killed that hobo guy.
Thanks, Ian.
We needed you here.
Also, you guys don't
I
know.
don't
Only
know
Kian
about
knows
that.
this at the moment.
Yeah.
So do you?
We are going
Unless
out
you
the
bring
window,
it up,
though.
Kian, you let me know. You guys
I'll probably bring
escape
it up
out the
later.
window through another alleyway, not the same one. As soon enough, Kaya, you have organized the parademics to secure the bodies and the corpse. And what are you telling them about the night?
I'm gonna tell them that there were 2 strangers, that we didn't get a good look at, that were doing something outside, and that's when I called the cops when it looked like they were assaulting that homeless man.
Okay.
Then when we tried to go out, I went out with to try and call to them, and they beat up my security guards and ran away.
Okay. You, one of the cops thank you for questions. Other of them goes into the alleyway. They're like grouping. It's not a full crime scene, but more cop cars do show up as they radio in that there's been literally a murder and assault on the shelter. Likely going to make the news. So TKL shelter going to get some coverage.
Well, I mean, at least we got the medical stuff, and like Zoe's gonna feel a little better with the cops here.
That's one major thing. The cops go in to make sure that wherever the intruders are, they're not still in the building. And they find Zoe squared away, terrified, in a broom closet where she'd been hiding off on her own. And
I'm gonna go find her too. By the way, so
yeah,
I'm gonna try as soon as I can slip away from the cops. I'm gonna go find Zoe.
they're searching too. So do you want to try and find her before the cops do?
Yeah.
Okay, give me investigation.
Zoe. I know you're the only witness, but get out of here. Knowing who she is, I'm gonna look in places I think she would be.
Okay, just enough.
She's in
You
prison.
find that broom closet at the end of the hallway from where her room was. She probably, like, after saw Elna and Kian, like, run off, scared that they might come into the shelter, like, locked herself away into the closet. And, like,
Oh.
look, Kai, I hear footsteps everywhere. Are the cops here? What's going on?
I'm gonna crouch down and say, yes, the cops are here. I I don't think we should talk to them. You're scared,
You
right?
don't?
Do you trust me?
Yeah, of course.
Whew.
Uh, let's get out of here. I know another place, secret, hidden. I think you'll be safer there. These people, I don't think you're safe just with the people we've got defending this shelter.
Oh,
There
of
could be an
course. No,
attack.
yeah, of course. I'll go anywhere you need me to. She's like breathing heavy, and with that investigation check based on charisma, you see that she is like limps a bit, and you're immediately put on guard. And she sees that she's like, "Oh no, sorry. When I was running into here, I got stuck um, with the broom in the gut." And she shows you the wound, right? And she evidently doesn't
Mm.
feel it that bad. It's just like you said, from what she thinks, just a broom. But give me another. No, I'm gonna say we're gonna use
Yeah, this is sus. Did he move a broom into her way or something?
no, because it
Yes,
doesn't
I
look
think so.
like a broom wound. It
Oh no.
looks like a very old, and you've seen this on other, you know, much older women that's not by the shelter, much that have more violent past, likely gang involvement. What seems to be a healed over gunshot wound.
What
You
the
just got
fuck?
that wound right now?
Oh yeah, it
What?
stings a little bit.
Wait,
Um,
wait,
I
where?
okay,
didn't do that.
Kaya's gonna just not show any reaction on her face. She was definitely fine earlier this morning,
Yeah.
right? Or this evening.
Yep.
And it's like healed over.
Yes,
Like
it's
it's
like an
been some time since you
old
got it.
gunshot wound.
Okay, Kaya's just not gonna say anything and it's just gonna tuck that thought away in the back of her head. Um, yeah, look, let's get out of here now. w- there's still a few volunteers in the place, right?
Uh, yeah, some of the night
Like
staff
not security
that
guards,
are
but yeah, the night staff.
like janitors, stuff like that.
I'm gonna text the person on duty just like to watch over the people today that I'm gonna head out and I need them to take control and I'm gonna text like one of the people that is like good at responding in emergencies to come in and help out.
Okay. I'm gonna say Cheryl, your head of staff, like when the lights went out, she immediately went to try and turn them back on, but couldn't figure out why they'd gone off until they came back. And by the time she's back, like all the cops are running around. She sees your message, says, "Yeah, of course, Kat. What
Good stuff.
do you? How much do you fill her in on what happened? The same thing you told the cops.
Um I'm just gonna send a quick text like I need you to take over so and so's like coming in to help.
Okay.
Like I texted so and so to come and help. And that's it. If she calls me, then like I can explain more, but this is just a quick text.
Okay, yeah. She seems when she gets the text and on your way out, you do see her talking to the police, like taking like giving them information about the building. Uh, you can easily make your way out, but you will likely have to do something to let the guards let you guys leave, unless you sneak out.
I'll try and sneak out.
Okay.
Um, I'll use the same window that Elena and Kian used.
Yeah. No required. You stealth on out. Uh, this just keeps in mind that the guards knew you were here and then now can't find you. The like police.
I'm sure it's fine. As
You
soon as I
mhm.
can, I'd like to call. It was the adjutant, right, who runs the Snakeskin Lounge?
The adherent, yes.
The adherent, sorry. I'd like to call him up.
Okay. Uh, you can send a text first. Is there anything you send?
Okay. I
Or are
guess
you
just,
calling them right?
sir.
Usually, you call them in like you don't usually call them unless it's super emergency. If that's what Kaya thinks this is, that's what you're gonna relate with the call.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna call straight up. This guy is freaking out right now.
Okay, you call and hear once more the voice. Whenever you heard it, it goes through some filter of sorts, so it's not shown as the real voice. And you said, Kaya, this is odd behavior.
Sir, I apologize. There's a bit of an emergency. I need quick housing, safe, very safe housing for a friend of mine. Could we come over to the lounge right now? Get some eyes on some doors and
Of
maybe
course, what
some
happened?
protection for a few weeks. Uh, honestly, sir, I'm not sure. I'll explain when I get there.
All right, I'll tell. I can tell by your voice something's up. I'll tell Idris not to, you know, be his usual self.
Appreciated, sir.
But do let me know when you figure this out.
Of course, we're heading there right now.
Preparations are made enough as you and Zoe make your way to the lounge. Is there anything you tell Zoe as about where she's going, what's happening, whatnot?
Um, just that it's some friends, a different connection, not related to the shelter, but they are well versed in protection, and there will be eyes out at all times, and they should be able to handle things that the shelter would not be able to.
Uh, all right. This it's a club. I feel like I've heard Snakeskin Lounge from some friends at some point.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's a club at the front, but just in general, the family attitude is pretty defensive. So if you can get in there and get in the back room with some guards on the door, then honestly, I think it's much safer than anywhere else you could find right now.
Okay, yeah, yeah, of course. If you believe that's safe, you guys get in, and you got this message earlier from Idris saying that the club would be closed anyway for a little while, at least a week. And so it fits that you don't have to sneak in or anything. There's no crowds and make your
Right.
way in. Um,
And are
mhm.
Elena and Kian there?
That's the question. Ellen and Kian, where did you guys go?
Um, Definitely full tilt, booked it back to the car, and I think when we were leaving, Elena would have tried to take a little bit of a circuitous route, just on the off chance someone's following us. But then basically tried to get to the lounge as fast as possible once she's kind of satisfied her paranoia.
Okay, you guys drive off. How's your guys' hunger doing now after all this?
Not back where it won.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Can still hear.
It
Yeah.
should be
Not
fine.
at
I
zero
mean,
anymore.
I'm still at 2.
Elena, the view whispers in your voice of Sasha is more so. You left a mess, didn't you? What do we say about keeping it clean, dealing with the bodies?
She knows that he is not Sasha and therefore cannot answer this question, but a part of her is just like, what did you do? What the fuck did you do?
What? Made a mistake in making you?
Funny.
You need to get a drink, girl. It's the only thing that'll make this go away. Kian. Voice returns in your head again. It's always another mystery. But can't do that parched. You got your own problems, don't you?
Kian, no, we need you.
uh,
Don't go
sorry.
crazy on us.
Jumps out the car.
Ian's gonna try his best to ignore it right now because he just went through a lot.
You know, I told you about being weak. Once you took this path, there's no going back. You think they're not going to find out eventually what you're keeping in that room? These so called friends of yours?
What? Kian, what?
Oh no. Why do you say it like that? That sounds so gross.
How many weeks you gonna last? You think even he's gonna last forever? You're gonna hurt one of these people one day. Better do it on your term.
The voices.
Oh, figure it out, kid. You two make your way to the Snakeskin Lounge. Is
We go to the
there?
back door.
Sure, yeah. Once again, it's closed. How do you guys get in? Because you guys don't have the keys.
She'll just. I mean, if it's closed, then she'll go around and try the back door, and if it's closed, we'll loop around to the front, try to get on the front.
Sure. You loop around to the front. Door is closed.
Dude, you could just text me.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
You can.
If after she tries both of the doors, like one of those really annoying customers, she'll text Kaya.
Sure.
Kyle will just let her in.
Well, Kaya,
Is
you're
Kaya
still
already here?
a little ways away, right?
Okay. I'll text back. Yeah, we'll be there in 5. Wait outside the front.
Texting in
Should be
5.
empty today. Well, I know it's a taxi. I'm in a taxi.
Oh, okay.
It's empty.
Kaya doesn't drive herself, Jesus.
Damn, okay.
She used to have a private driver, but now she's cheaping it up.
We'll wait in the alleyway, like hidden from the streets.
Okay.
Is Idris here?
You would assume so. Do you want to text him?
Oh, I need a change of clothes and a haircut.
And a haircut.
And hair dye.
And hair dye.
Is that what you text him?
Yeah.
Oh, he texts
Straight up.
like he goes to typing and then stops, and then you see the side door open, and he's like, "What the fuck happened to you two?"
Elena's just gonna take a very deep breath and let it out and walk in past him.
Like just like gives you a raised eyebrow. Oh shit. Okay, not that one. Raised eyebrow, and but looks at you, Kian. It says, "Are you involved in the call I just got?"
The what?
Adherent called me.
Wait, sorry, say that again.
The adherent called me saying there's some
Oh.
trouble. Kaya's on her way.
Yes. Maybe.
Okay, well, got enough on my plate anyway. Just do me a favor. Fucking fill me in at some point. He's gonna like show you guys in, take you guys to like a private back room. The club is, for instance, is closed, so he just like shows you into one of the staff rooms.
I'll just text Kaya that we're inside.
Shortly after Kaya, you get there, you have the keys, you get in, and you enter the room with Zoe and all these rest of people there.
Oh fuck.
Everyone else is there, and the adherent isn't here. I assume
No,
he
the
doesn't usually
adherent
show up.
never shows up. They don't come in person. They always like talk via some electronic device, and you never actually gotten to see them.
Creepy. Okay. Yeah, I'll make it to the room and kind of show Zoe around. Like, okay, like here's some, like here are your basic things. Like, I assume we have a place where she can like crash
Yep,
and
without
like
a
sleep
doubt.
on a sofa or something.
Very much so.
Um, okay, who's here by the way who can like, who I can order to like take care of her and like look after
Quite a few of the ghouls still like frequent. They're around. Jade is here, who is usually the one manning the behind the scenes of most stuff.
Yeah, Jade's really sus right now though.
Jade is fucking sus.
What?
I'm gonna okay, well if there's no one else, I guess I could talk to Jade. This is probably sus in a different avenue than this one. It's a different story.
Does she have a different
Um
silhouette?
I'll tell Zoe like here, get yourself settled down here. We've got a bed and a little bathroom next door. You can crash here for a few weeks till we figure out what's going on, but try not to leave. If you have any questions or anything, you can talk to Jade. She can run out, get you a change of clothes, some toiletries.
I don't know.
Something weird's going on. I'm afraid your husband's involved. Like she'll say your husband like very
Are you
soft.
saying
I'm
this to
afraid
her privately, or is this after you guys all
like
convene?
it's like a whispered conversation, like sitting on the bed where like the others are in the room and can eavesdrop.
Because
Like I'm afraid I think your husband might be involved in this. So keep your head down. We're gonna look into it.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna say you had this conversation before walking in, real quick.
Yeah.
This is a little
okay. Fair enough.
right.
I
You're
don't
like
Kindred can sweat, but Elena is sweating bullets.
Like, you guys hear, you don't hear what they're saying, but you hear voices getting closer. So it's up to you, Kyle. Whenever you open this door, that's when they'll know you're here, for sure.
Okay, so yeah, I explained, like, I think her husband's involved. She can crush here. Don't leave this room, until we at least have some more information, because it could be dangerous. And then we walk in.
Okay. Zoe walks in immediately, like, gasps and, like, like, goes behind you and says, like, what? It's them!
Oh
Elena's
shit!
gonna
I
like
forgot.
stand and
No,
then
no, no,
sit
no,
and
no.
then like
Okay, listen. I tied. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
you look
working on a
very
picture
different.
right now. I look.
You don't
I
Okay.
have
have.
glasses. You're wearing different clothes,
Oh, yeah,
right?
Kian, what do
I
you look
tied
like
my hair
now?
back.
You tied your hair back, okay. And
I drew. I drew a mustache with mascara.
did you borrow like Idris's blonde hair dye?
Uh,
Oh my god.
yes.
Zoe in the bathroom. Wait, your hair's already white.
Yeah, that's why it's just dyed tinged yellow.
It just dyes his hair yellow.
Okay, I'm gonna say you're literally in here in the bathroom as you're walking in. Idris is just like, really going for a change of look, aren't you? And then you walk in. So, Kai, you have a second before Zoe really sees the inside. If there's anything you want to do.
Elena, how similar do you look? Do I think that Zoe's gonna recognize Elena?
Literally just took her jacket off.
That's
That's the only difference. I'm sorry.
And then Kian's in the bathroom.
Kian's doing a
Alright,
full transformation and Elena didn't do shit. She's like, what are we, I don't know.
Okay, so okay, I'm not gonna actually explain anything. I'm gonna have totally forgotten that Zoe knows Elena.
Zoe, Elena, you two make contact immediately, and Zoe has like fear in her eyes, and immediately like.
Kaya has an oh shit moment. No, it's okay, it's okay. She's not part of the wolf attack that happened outside.
Wolf attack? What are you
That was
talking about?
the rabid dog. Rabid dog was it? I don't know. She wasn't any of the violent things. She was. I found her later. She explained. It's okay. She was trying to stop an attack on that homeless man.
Looks at you and says, "Rabbit dog." Then makes contact with Zoe. Like, can tell she's more and says, "Yeah, there was a rabid dog attack," but it's giving you like a weird glance.
Yeah.
Like you brought a
And I just
mortal
look at-
into the backstage of the vampire world.
I just look at. It's an epidemic recently. It's very flat.
Yeah, rabies going around. You see now, you can see Kian literally like half blonde drying hair.
Give me a second. I'm making a picture right now.
He may be dumb, but he's not that dumb.
I saw her.
My mind.
There, she was, and then she ran, and I thought
she was trying to stop it.
Elena.
No, I mean, no one wants to be around when the cops show up. I mean, honestly, we left too. You know they cause more problems than they solve.
So true.
Elena, is there anything you say?
She definitely freezes for a second. Because like she knew this was coming, but also goddamn, dude. This is the first time she's ever talked to Zoe.
Yeah.
There's a couple of like aborted attempts to stand up where she's like, what is the least threatening thing I can do? And eventually she's just gonna kind of like be hovering, not really standing. Like, I swear to God, I'm not gonna hurt you, okay? I didn't hurt that guy.
What happened? That was not a dog. There was a guy, white hair, trench coat. He killed that guy.
Awkward.
Kid, you're
white.
Mechanically at Kaya.
Definitely not blonde hair.
Wait, it's not updating the token.
Oh, yeah, the token update too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, hold on. You guys, reveal right now.
Oh my god, that was so fast.
Zoom in.
Kian has experience with this.
Oh,
Your hair is
maybe.
still wet from the dye job. Like,
Yeah, that's why it's tied
oh
down.
my god.
Well,
Wait,
wait,
did
actually,
you
no.
draw
Is that a
on a
different
goatee?
person?
You drew on a goatee with mascara. Like,
I missed the mascara. It just ended up on my chin.
that was not intentional. Got it.
So yeah, kid, you barely finish. You like are toweling off your hair, and when you like hear this conversation happening, Zoe's like still looking at you, Elena, but she's like sees Kaya being comfortable and really trying to urge her down, and she seems to have put a lot of trust in Kaya. Like even though Kaya brought her to a place where she saw someone she thought is a murderer,
Oh,
she's still
suspicious,
like
yeah.
not booking immediately, which is what a normal person would do.
That hurts just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And who are you, Kaya? Do you know her?
Uh,
she's talking to me.
who?
I,
Elena's just letting Kaya take the lead.
oh no, it says cat.
Okay.
Fuck to do.
Also says cat, by the way. And Idris it says, "I'll let you handle
What?
this, Kaya." Zoe says
Oh, thank
cat.
God he's gone. I don't want that to get
Bro,
confused.
she calls you cat?
Yep.
Yep.
I hate it here.
Kian just opens the door.
Gross.
I thought it was closed.
It's okay, Zoe. I know this person. I've met her a few times. She does have a tendency to get caught up in other people's messes, but she's good. She has a good heart.
No, if you say so. And that guy?
Um, he seems like a new face. I've never seen him before.
Oh,
Who is that?
okay. I just. You want me to stay here with her?
No, no, we'll put some real guards on the doors. Don't worry. I just have a few things I want to talk to some of the people here to make sure that the rules for keeping us all safe are in place. And then you'll mostly have the place to yourself. We'll have a few people coming in to help out, but what, June was it? June will come around.
Her nerves calm a
She'll
bit, and she actually
Jade.
enters the room.
I'm so bad with names. The J name.
Mm.
Jade will come later. Take a list of anything that you want to buy so you can settle in here for at least the next few weeks.
Oh, okay. Is it that bad? Did Carl really wreck the place? All those cops? I mean,
Just, I mean, I think he might have tried to assault the security guards. Don't worry, that's what they're there for. They can do their job. I'll make sure everyone else is protected, but for your sake and for the sake of all the other girls who I don't want to get involved, we need to act like Carl is a real threat because he might be.
okay, okay. She's just gonna
We're gonna get you through this.
go up in the corner and just like decompress a bit and just like really taking a breather for once. What are the rest of you doing? Kian, you just drop into the bed?
Oh yeah. I'm trying to fix my hair.
Yeah.
Um, trying not to smudge the mascara on my chin.
Wait, that's mascara on your chin?
Yeah, that is
No,
not a
the fake
stubble.
goatee.
The goatee.
Oh,
Yeah, I think you sit her
Elena's.
down, uh,
yeah.
but she waits until Elena, like, walks a bit further away.
I'll try and get Jade to come in here and like keep her company and like keep her calm, and then I want to pull Kian and Elena to the next room to talk.
Sure, yes. Jade will be like, yeah, of course. I got the text, says whatever you need tonight from the adherent.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you can just keep her calm. If she needs help with anything, help her. If she needs to talk, just give her a listening ear.
Yeah, of course.
Let me know how she does.
And she'll approach us. Hey, let's get something warm for you to eat. What do you like? I can run or send someone to a store for fast food.
Pull these guys over. All right, let's go talk in the other room.
She'll wait for Aya and Kian to go and go last.
Ooh, get take the fancy seat.
You walk in, turn the lights on, and Alana, like, Zoe's trying not to be noticed, but she's still, like, watching you, but reverting eye contact every time as if, like, very wary now that, like, Catherine's gone and you're still in the room.
She's been like trying to look really non-threatening, but she also can't stop staring at her. And like I don't know, she feels terrible because of the way that Zoe's looking at her, and she also feels terrible because like she's seeing the way that Kaya is protecting her, and especially because they're talking about Carl and being like, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
um
Memories flash in your head every time Kyra stopped in and you gave her words of encouragement. You told her be all right. You did tell her, like, hey, maybe this is not the right thing, but you just wasn't there enough. You didn't stand up for enough. You took action too late. And that's maybe you would have still had what Kaya has with Zoe right now.
yeah, she was always like busy with work or like, hey, you can stay over at my place, but she never insisted or anything, and just like did not. She's just gonna look at Zoe and really quietly be like, "You'll be safe here," and then like make herself leave.
We're gonna close the door. Give it a little privacy so Zoe can't hear us as we talk. I'm gonna look at the other two and say, well, do you mind if I rope in the adherent on this? I gotta tell him something. He might actually have something to say about what could be behind all this.
If they can figure out what the hell is going on, then yeah.
That would be
I
helpful.
hope so. I'll send a quick text asking him if it's okay to call now to discuss the situation in more detail.
It's a few minutes at least, right? And I think
Okay.
the reply is that in the middle of something, but I'll make time at my earliest convenience. It doesn't seem like they're at least available right now tonight.
Awkward. All right, and that's annoying.
But it does speak a
well,
lot the
no.
fact that
Okay.
they still picked up your phone call for whatever business they were dealing with in the middle of.
I mean, they've always been very nice to me.
Yeah, but you also get the
Whoever
sense
this
they're important.
important faces. Say, oh, okay. Well, looks like they're busy, but are you guys? Do you guys have any free time for the next few weeks? This doesn't seem like something we're gonna solve in one night.
I mean, whatever you need.
Yeah, Kaya just like tries to put the facts on the table. Like, okay, this Zoe has someone dogging her that's related to her aunt. Oh no, I believe you're the one who has the most information about that. Um, something happened to her aunt, and then as Kian had noticed, there's been this pattern, but there was a period of time where she was safe. Then with the death of her parents, she seems to be cursed. She cannot have a healthy relationship for more than 2 years. Do any of you know anything about what could be causing this?
I don't know anything about. Do I know anything about like spirits? Or I mean,
I
Yeah,
don't know.
she's mostly looking at Kian. He seems to be the one in the know.
Yeah,
Do I know?
Elida, you can make a call check while I send Keenpedia some stuff.
Oh boy.
Automatic success. Kianpedia has this in
one.
the
Yeah, oh no clue.
Solid.
Fair.
She's just
All right,
gonna
give me a
reference the
second,
wiki.
you guys.
Well, Wikipedia updates his web pages.
Yeah,
She's
just
just gonna
pull up that
reiterate like
webpage.
he
Yeah,
can't.
in general, Kaya's also gonna ask Ash if you know anything that you can send Kian. She's also gonna ask about like warding and keeping Zoe safe. So if there's anything
Oh
that you
yeah.
know there,
You make
because that
a check real quick. Occult as well.
okay. What do I know about occult?
We are not
Nothing.
occult people.
Yeah, man, all I do is fast talk. Worked well for me so far.
You don't need to understand all this, but I would check specifically the clans that are able to
Oh,
use this
okay.
power, because a subsect
All
of
right.
this power is connected to what you want to know.
Oh, oh,
Okay.
this one. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, first, like, what do you know about this power? Who could use this?
Kai, you've been around. You know of the clans. You know that this is beyond the purview of most of vampiric society because they do their best and are best against easily malleable entities, humans, mortals. One of the greatest enemies of vampires are
Joe, I
werewolves
guess.
because they stand outside of all that. They can't use their powers easily against them.
Mm-hmm.
The best I can do with one occult is you would know which like clans would have most access to this sort of information. Ministry is one of them, but higher up, right? Either Idris or adherent. Uh, Even more so would be the Tremere, who are known for hoarding knowledge and have a skill not known by just about any other clan called blood sorcery. And you know there's certain things they can do that is protective.
So it's a Tremere.
Yes.
Oh, how to spell that?
Oh, you got it.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
Okay, I did skim through it.
those are the biggest two in terms of having information because the ministry, like, sells and buys information as well as the Tremere who hoard it in their libraries.
They would know how this is being done.
Yes, how it's being done
I'll
and
ask Kian as
countermeasures.
well.
And
Yeah.
then, yep, Gin.
Wait, what am I supposed to look up about it? So
The major things is the
the
clans.
clans.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the discipline which a subsection is able to make use of necromantic things.
Yeah. So I would have some general information about these clans, not like personal information, but just like kind of general clan stuff. Um, so a pretty notable clan that uses this stuff is the Sombra. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah. They're pretty good at it. They really like using it. It's kind of their thing. So, I don't know any of the other clans that use it specifically. What is it? Is it is
Hikata.
Hecate? Hakata
Yeah.
also uses it. So
The
those are the two. They're the
main
branches, right?
Yeah, the main difference, though, I would say, is necromancy is more in the Hakata wheelhouse, whereas La Sombra use the shadow, like they use shadow magic. You can think of, whereas Hakata, use soul like magic, bring back undead shades and wraiths.
Yep.
I'm gonna look at Elena. Do you know anyone in these clans? She clearly had a reaction there.
Boy, do I. Um, God, I mean, I think she looks broodingly at the wall for a second because, as a player, my initial reaction is like, fucking cat. And I feel like that would be her, because like when she thinks of Sombra, she thinks of cat. Um, but at the same time, cat's not really her friend, but she doesn't hate cat like she used to. So I feel like it's kind of a mixed feeling. What's her name's dead though, right? And she was also with Sombra.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I know one. I don't know if she would do that. I mean, maybe she would do this. I don't know.
Who is that person? Tell us about her.
She was here the other night.
Hmm.
You,
The person that you almost attacked?
She's gonna kind of look confused for a second. Um,
I mean the person who talked a little bit about your past and there's a misunderstanding.
I I guess yeah, Caitlin Brown. The other one was Eve.
Oh.
She's a gangrel.
Okay, so many red flags. Um so she does she know anything about Jonas and Kira?
Um, I mean, I never told her
Jonas was before
anything, but
Cat's time.
yeah, I mean, she might have heard his name before, but
Oh
I
my
mean,
goodness,
she
I
wouldn't
don't
know.
remember the session. Out of character, I swear Elena mentioned Jonas
Elena mentioned
too.
no.
Um,
What's it
No,
called?
I
someone
asked
else. Okay.
It was
that we
No,
a
it's fine.
mental
It's fine.
thing.
It's fine if I don't know. I
yeah,
don't have to remember.
Yeah, from what you know, Elena, Kat would not
I s-
know of Jonas because only two people that really knew about that incident would be you and Alex. And
I just want to double
unless
check.
Alex was an asshole and told her about it.
Damn, no, he wouldn't do that. Um, but I think we did talk about that she at least vaguely knew enough to manipulate, you know, the one, the thing about the plot with Jonas. Like
The
she'd at
thing
least
about
heard that
yeah.
something happened between
Oh
them.
no, she. You don't know that she knows that. You know that
Yeah.
because you know that.
Okay, I know that, but I don't know if she
Because,
knows that. Okay,
yeah,
okay, okay.
it's in your head, but you don't know it's because of her.
But I wouldn't think that she would have heard his name because I'm like, no one who would talk about that.
Yeah, because you
Um,
might have told Jason, but Jason can't talk, right? And he's not the talkative type, and so that
he was
leaves Sasha.
this fucking
Okay.
guy.
Is it possible that this cat person could have been like told anything about this and could have gotten involved without your knowledge?
I mean, I don't, I didn't, I didn't think she knew anything. And the only way she could have known is if I think that she kind of like has that moment of, did he just like tell her everything?
Also, Kat's your friend. Kat was nice.
Yeah.
Stuck up for you.
No,
Kat's
I
just
mean,
gonna figure out from her own knowledge that this is clearly not Kat being your friend because Elena clearly had her memories wiped.
no.
And then you say, okay, well, for now, we she's a suspect and we assume she is not our friend.
Is she? I
Something
mean,
is
look,
happening here.
she's
Someone has
Lasombra, but
bringing Jonas back to haunt Zoe.
there's only one person who knew, who really knew.
Kian, I will also say this for you since you would know this, right? Based on what Ellen is talking about with Kat and what you know about the Lasombra, Kat, Lasombra are good at Oblivion. They're not specialized into it. To
Oh.
You would have to be a very powerful Lasombra to do necromancy. And from the information Elena gave you, at least of what you knew of Kat, back when you ran with them, this was not her practices. She was the mostly she didn't use that much shadows. If she did, it was more so for covering her trail and not fucking with the dead.
I am going to mention
Okay.
that as an astute observation.
Like,
And
if
what reason
anything,
does
it
she
would be a
have?
Hikata.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And
Did
Elena
I?
doesn't know any Hikata.
Did I know any Hikata?
Elena, do you know any Hikata?
I didn't.
Let's
I
make. Do you have politics? Let's make a politics check.
I do have politics. That's my specialty.
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
Big brain. Can I do like academics intelligence?
Uh,
Or
Politics, intelligence.
I just realized that they have like politics as a skill, but then I also have it as a
Oh, in academics. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but this would not be academics. It's just politics intelligence.
Okay.
This is more so you reading the politics versus you knowing historically about politics.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. The base
Nice.
is information
know
that
what's up.
comes from both what Kian is putting forth. He explains a bit about the Ikata. The Ikata are an independent faction, right? They don't necessarily belong to Camarilla, Sabbat, Anarch, but they've been known to employ their services, hireable, and whatnot. You recall, once more, Kindred, right? That, like, just how power structures work, how Kindred you've met. You've met mostly Kindred that you're used to of the clans. You know Bruja, your sire, you know Nosferatu, Jason. You figured out Cat was Lasombra. And you remember now that there was two other notable Kindred you met. One, you feel like you swear just by the relationship and hearing, and you heard conversations Cat had about certain disciplines and powers that it was shared with one of the Kindred that hired you for the job. I think with the four success, you put together that one of the Kindred that hired you for the job that you fucked up was Ikata.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Oh boy, the plot thickens.
The plot's too thick.
But that would be at least the one Hikata you know.
Okay.
Do I know any?
Jeez.
Yes.
Who would know Cat? Maybe.
Kin, you know of
Who could know other people in there?
quite a few Hikata. You know that there is a rule among the Hikata that only a certain number of them can be in New York City at any time because of certain history they've had. I will send you that.
Oh
But
shit.
at the very least, you
Oh.
know there's quite a few in Manhattan that are Camarilla affiliated, as in they provide their service to the Camarilla, even though they aren't hard Camarilla themselves.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the air quotes here last individual like clan, so that's a little surprising coming from them. Okay.
I will kind of look between Kaya and Kian, and just like to share my information. I I think I've only met one, and I think they worked for the Sabbat.
Who's? I feel like I'm always playing catch up. Kai doesn't know anything.
You
Kai only
recall,
started actually
Would Kai
being
know
real
from Idris?
Kindred like very recently. She was just kind of not in politics for a while.
yeah, she didn't want to fuck with this shit, and you know
Fair,
why now.
fair.
You remember the
Yeah,
Sabbat
fair.
is the faction that Idris was really like amped up about. That
Oh, the crazy people.
yeah, the crazy people.
Okay, so Elena knows one Hikata that's affiliated with the Zabat.
Yes, like wait, you know, no, you don't know that Hikata. I mean, like you know of the Sabbat.
Okay. Okay, that's about. I'm just trying to not even Kaya. I'm just trying to piece it together in
Yeah,
my
yeah,
own mind what has just been said.
yeah. I'm sorry. There's a
I'm
lot
just
of
assuming there.
connections.
I don't actually know if they're like officially affiliated or if it was like a higher
Okay.
kind of deal, but that's just the conclusion she
Okay,
jumps
but
to.
Kaya doesn't know that. Okay. So do you know any Hikata is what she asks. And then how does Elena respond?
Yeah, she gives the I only know one. I think they're associated with the Sabbat.
Someone we should talk to, or maybe find a different way to start this conversation?
Talk to the Sabbat.
I
Talk
would
to
highly
your
imagine that.
Hakata
Oh,
person.
I don't know them. I just
Hmm.
know of them, and I mean, I could try to ask Kat, but I don't know if she would. I don't know.
Well, it's looking like this won't be an easy thing to solve, but she kind of like leans forward and looks at you with like a bit of a pleading look in her eyes. Will you guys help me try to protect this person
Of course.
from whatever is angling to own her?
Kaya, anything I can do.
She looks at Kian too, 'cause Kian has no actual
It's like,
like stake in this game.
Um, I don't know how to. I I had to change my entire appearance. He's gonna he's gonna subside into something. I guess if it somehow clears the air, and maybe she'll forget about
Alright.
that dude who like gorged on some hobo in the alleyway.
um,
She nods appreciatively. But it seems like okay, so Kaya and Elna will probably be the ones running the ship. Kian can help out if we need information.
Yep.
Do you
Just key and
mention
key.
the information you have, Kian, about the warding?
oh yeah.
Oh, hold up! I didn't read it yet.
So much
Yeah, I
going.
mean, we were first talking about suspects, so Kian or Kaya does want to move the topic. So we will look into this, find people. I'll talk to my contacts in the ministry. Hopefully, we can get a solid lead on who we can approach about this. But until then, and she'll look at Kian 'cause he's the knowledge guy. Are there any ways we can protect Zoe, you know, from more ephemeral attacks, more spirit
Um,
attacks?
wait, Ash,
Jonas
is it
can't
in
just
the?
jump into our bodyguards.
I'm gonna send it to you now. It's a
Okay.
uh,
There's so many tabs.
sorry, can't beat it.
To start, hey, Kian, do you know if spirits can just randomly possess ghouls, or is that like a mortal only thing?
Ghouls? Was that guy a ghoul?
No, but
No,
our bodyguards are ghouls. So is Jade safe,
Oh,
or do we need to be more careful who we put on the doors here?
I can stay.
oh, wait.
Are
Oh,
Kindred safe from Jonas's possession?
You guys would know. Can Peter would explain this just to make it simpler. It's harder the more like supernatural an entity is for it to be controlled by a
Okay.
ghost. So, ghoul is an option that would be much harder than just a regular mortal. Regular mortal, unless it's someone with strong willpower, it's not that much of a challenge for a ghost because they are like the
Hey,
embodiment of will.
Joe had very strong willpower, okay?
Sure, but not enough.
So a regular to high willpower mortal was not enough. Ghouls and kindred should be more, but we don't know where the upper limit of
Yes,
his
because
possession
if you
goes
want to think
here.
of a spirit, it's the willpower of a mortal that's so connected to some grudge or some curse or something that you have to overcome that not to get possessed.
Okay. So ghouls are probably okay, but I want me or Elena on the door here at all times just in case. Honestly, I'm pretty useless. I want Elena here at all times just in case.
For the record, Eleanor was
I
gonna
can't
sneak
do
here
jack
anyway.
shit against the position. Yeah, Kaya thinks and says, "Mm, the like thinks about how her shelter's honestly running fine. Zoe's kind of the biggest person who she was worried about anyway, and thinks, yeah, I might stay here for a while too. There are plenty of rooms here that we can take up to make sure that we're close at all times.
Um, I think also, I assume Mega's still reading, but now that we've kind of like things have calmed down a little bit, Eleanor's gonna have a little moment of like, she keeps forgetting that Kane is or Kian is. We all have two similar names. Um,
damn.
also like brand new to this because she's known him for a while, but like he hasn't been a kindred for very long. Um, so at some point she's gonna want to check in and be like, look, give him the same talk she gave Kane, which is like, hey, if you like, you need to speak up if you're not doing okay.
I'm just a baby.
Yeah, and you're making
But
Kaya
that was
fun
does
out
of
of
not have
him.
the
character.
emotional depth to have realized this. Kaya's just like, he's smart. He's the smart guy. You will
It's
forever be the
only
smart guy who does smart things for us, right?
it's
I'm just a
only
baby.
because Kane. If Kane weren't here or weren't around, she would have been like, "What the fuck, Kian?" Like, Come on.
Oh,
Since
damn.
it sounds you might be a bit remorseful, Elena, you did get 2 more stains from seeing, from not being able to protect an innocent man in front of Zoe.
May you not try.
Oh, oopsies.
Did you already add those?
No.
Oh wait, why do I have 2 stains? I thought I only had 1.
Wasn't that from last time? Because I said an extra stain, but your blood potency got the discount.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Do I add those for the like for the white squares?
Yes, the white squares.
Okay. Everything's fine. What happens if I get all stains?
I'll check that before the next session. It is available. You can get rid of stains. And it sounds like
Yeah.
Elena is remorseful, so we will have a roll for that probably between sessions when I know the rules better.
Okay.
Wait, stains are which one?
On your humanity track.
Humanity.
Oh, okay.
The more stains, I mean, the less humanity you have, the harder it is for you to fight the beast and not just give in to, carnal urges. If your humanity drops low enough, that is effectively character death because you turn into a mindless white.
Ooh. If I turn into a mindless monster, can I at least be pointed in Caitlin's direction? That's my dying wish.
I will get that arranged for you.
Don't worry, we'll back you up on that one for sure.
We'd certainly try.
That's rough. I feel like Ella's coming out the bat with a lot of things getting dropped on her.
I should not have
I'll be right back.
written. I didn't think I wrote that traumatic of a backstory.
Really?
Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. I take it back.
I asked you for more details, like this week, and you're like, yeah, fucking gunshot wound, suicide, I killed him. Oh, fuck boy.
What?
Okay, we were.
I thought I had a backstory. What?
It was okay, but it's all one event. It's not like multiple bad.
Yes,
things
but
happen
multiple
in there,
people
it's just
died.
One really.
You know who else had deaths in their backstory? Nobody.
Wait, what?
Yeah, wait, I don't
We're
think I do. I
vampires.
just got abused a shit ton.
Okay, that's also very bad.
Yeah, but it was all one guy.
This was also all one guy,
Oh, that's fair.
but he's back now.
Yeah, I don't have any deaths.
Damn, y'all.
I mean, there are deaths I would like to cause, but that's it.
Nice.
See, that's the difference, I guess, between
I
Kaya
think
and Elena
everyone's got
is
that.
there were deaths she wanted to cause, and she caused them.
Oh, that's a fun start for a character.
Just boo-ha things.
Are you the one who killed Jonas? You did say you knew he was dead.
No,
Because you quadruple killed him?
I think that's one of Kaya's major questions, right? Like, how does Elena know all this? What is her connection
Yeah,
to Kyra?
like, come on, I told you everything. You have told me very little.
is she actually gonna ask Elena that?
I mean, she's already prodded a few times, and Elena's pushed her away both times. And she's not stupid enough to be really like in your face about it. So, over the next few weeks, she'll continue to try and get more info. It's clear this isn't something you want to talk about, though.
I think at the very least you can read it in her expression that whenever Kaya has pushed you and you've like gotten quiet just because you couldn't take it, is the same sort of expression you've seen when you've talked to Kyra's mother after Kyra's death on the signs you saw but didn't take action for.
Wait, like that I saw?
Yeah, because you were close to the family, and I assume you spoke to Kyra's mother after what happened, and she didn't accuse you of anything, but you certainly felt bad counting all the signs you saw and then wasn't able to stop it yourself. And you see someone similarly that feels protective over Zoe now. And, you can't help but have it go through your head that maybe if you told more people, if you told Kyra's parents, that maybe someone would have done something. You guys all could have done something.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be spending a lot of time reliving the time between um Kira's death and um Jason. What's his name?
Jonas?
Jonas.
Yes.
Jonas's death. They both have J names. It's a they're
J-names and K-names.
anagrams of each other.
I'm gonna say this as you guys. There's a lot of information here to unpack and whatnot, but I feel like a lot of you are drained the night. You deal with setting Zoe up, making sure she's cared for, making sure her mortal needs are met, and make sure to keep tabs on her. Is Eleanor? Did you say you're staying at the club?
Yeah, she's also like gonna keep a little bit of an eye on Idris because there's a part of her that's like, this guy eats a lot of people, and if he looks at Zoe weird, she'll punch him in the face.
I'll say with a passive insight check, you see one of the reasons Idris left the room, and like it seems to for the rest of the time, like you are there this night, gives Zoe a berth, and probably because if there's one person he doesn't want to get bad side of, it's the adherent, and it seems he's gotten very explicit direction to be like, do not mess with this one.
Okay,
I like the adherent. They're cool.
me too.
Shadow person who texted me with the voice filter on the phone.
Yeah, as you do. In that case, she's gonna like try her best to keep a really close eye, but also not like get in Zoe's eye line at all because she feels really weird.
Okay, but you'd make your abode in the Snakeskin Lounge at least for the moment.
Oh, and
Mhm.
and she's gonna text Kane and be like, sleeping at the lounge tonight. Um, uh, there's blood in the fridge.
Think you got a chicken still or something?
Yeah, there's like chicken blood in the fridge or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and Kane, for once in a while, spends the night alone at your apartment without you or Eiley. Kai, is there anything you do to close out the night? There's a lot of information to process, but you realize it's not all going to happen now.
Yeah, Kaya's also gonna bed down at the lounge, and she's gonna spend the evening talking with Zoe.
You think Zoe
Stay nearby.
very much appreciates that, right? She was like, whenever you're in the room and you're like, walking about, you catch her eye contact, like she's afraid you're gonna head back, even though she doesn't ask you to stay. And so seems very happy to like just like focus on something else. Talk about, maybe what she did for the day, maybe like little things. You guys have this practice now where to help her build confidence, right? You just talk about like little things that she's done for herself that she hadn't done in years. And it's a nice change of pace for the night.
Yeah. I mean, good news. This neighbor is actually pretty nice. Much safer. You don't have to worry about the things going on nearby.
Oh, that's a relief. Yeah, I think. Thank you, Kyle, for everything. This night got out of hand. I'm sorry. I brought all my problems into your life. And she seems to get depressed for a second. I feel like I'm always.
Doesn't even know the half of it.
Like I'm always like, anyone I care about, I get them into some trouble.
No, trouble follows you. You're not the one causing.
If I'm one thing in common, and she does get a bit tearful as really lets her emotion like go from run mission mode to like understand like just the gravity of what might be happening.
No,
Thank
I
you.
mean, we all have things that have happened to us, and we need to be there for each other. I won't be running away.
Thank you. Thank you. And you see like that deep-seated fear in her heart from having so many people not just betray her trust, but also just leave her because of what now is an outside influence.
First.
Like that little like seed of fear, distrust, inability to trust in someone, even though she like very much appreciates their company, starts to unravel a little bit because you did survive tonight, 2 years after you first met her.
Take that, you stupid spirit. You don't know what you're getting into, you stupid spirit.
Very nice.
Guys, can try our best.
You all.
Okay, well, yeah. When she next has a chance, she'll talk to the what's his name? God, I'm so bad at names today. She'll talk to the ministry, get information, and then work with Elena to figure out whatever she can about the past that's going on here.
You'll do your best eventually, after making sure Zoe's taking care of it, that she does finally get to sleep after what must have been a long day and a night. You all find areas to bed down for the day for yourselves.
We wake up in evening, but she's been up all night and all day.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, and that's where.
Oh, I didn't think to explain the whole nocturnal cycle thing here. I'm sure I'll be fine when, nobody willingly during the daylight hours. She won't notice a thing.
Yeah, thankfully,
She
since
will
the
be up.
club, it's not supposed to be open during the morning. And also, you have ghouls that are active during the day, so she'll still be taken care of and have
Good.
people around.
So it's like, what if she asked me to get her a toothbrush in the morning? I'm like, nope, can't.
Yeah, like
The sun's up.
Jade reassures you, yeah, like, I'll take care of her during the day. We'll help out however she needs it. And that's where we'll close tonight's session. Very nice job, guys.
What the
I have
fuck?
so many questions.
I think because a lot of these might be individual investigations you guys might do. One thing I'm gonna put a message in about it. We'll use that other chat for the group text messages to be like, whether the text message or call is just like, hey, I asked this contact of mine about this stuff.
For sure, yeah. Try and get whatever info we can.
Yeah, if there's anything you want to do during a session, we can do that too. But if there's anything your character alone are just gonna check into, we'll do that there.
I think I have to figure out what questions to ask.
Yeah, and at the very least, you can
You're right.
ask me as well. Like, okay, can I make sure is what I know, and I'll make sure because there is a lot of information as well as connections going around.
I started taking notes.
I want to tell you what happened, but Elena doesn't.
But yeah, it's one of those things where you want to draw it out so we still have crazy reveals 6 months later,
Damn. I want to do information sharing because so much is happening.
What? I heard information.
Kian?
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
What I missed.
It's just Elena knows something I don't.
Impossible.
Oh wait, you want the other one?
And Zoe,
What?
whatever, give me that information.
I will have to get back to you on that wording thing. I know there's okay, out of character. If you guys would like to read through this stuff, are they allowed to read through
Here's
this
the thing.
stuff?
The big question is, does Kian talk about wording to them? And
Not yet.
okay.
He's not confident
Okay, so
enough.
I do mention that I'd like extra security if anyone knows any way to be more secure than just having us around guarding him.
Yeah.
Um.
The first part is, does Kian mention warding in general, and two, does he mention what he might specifically know about it?
Because I have the warding thing on my place.
Yes.
Yeah.
tell
So
them that.
You can also say, yeah, you can
no,
also say, I'll
I
get back to
know,
you.
I know. Yeah, but in general, there is a type of wording, but I would have to get back to you on that specific type because that sounds a lot different than what I know.
Okay.
So
Yeah, if you could look into it in the next few days, I'd love to get something up because I think that spirit's coming back.
Yeah, Kian's gonna do a little bit more digging.
The big question is, here's the thing. This is what you guys realize. Warding is capable of a Tremere. So, do you say you're going to contact a Tremere you know, or is there anything else you share?
Oh, I don't know. I actually have to think about that.
Yeah, that's my biggest question for more stuff that matters.
Okay. I'll get back to you on that.
Yes. And so a lot of these little questions to each other as well as to other NPCs of the world we're gonna talk about in the text message channel as if texting or meeting up or whatnot.
Okay.
Good job.
Elena's definitely
Okay.
going to bed
Safe.
being like, did Sasha do this?
Guy's just gonna sleep on the couch and
Did he? Who did it? Find out.